Mr. Streaming Man? Excuse me, am I talking to Mr. Streaming Man? I believe that I am. I believe after years of hard work, this is what I am now, Mr. Streaming Man. I should change my YouTube name to Mr. Streaming Man. Actually, I'm just talking nonsense, but that's a pretty good like streamer name. I'm gonna check this out. Mr. Streaming Man.
Hello, Saab.
Someone.
Can you help
Someone
me?
took it. Mr. Stream. Mr. Streamer Man. No, it's not. That's a pretty good name, Mr. Streamer Man. It could be like a superhero, Mr. Streamer Man. Hi, BQ. What do you
Hi,
need help
Saab.
with?
How's it going?
I know, how's it going?
Hi.
Oh. Hi, Psychic. How is it going? How psychic are you? From 1 to 10. What am I thinking right now? Tell me what number.
Going good, just finishing up an artwork that he'll share to the Discord when I'm done.
That's awesome. Sorry, not I didn't get a chance to write to you about how to do the fighting animations. The box thing helps a lot though. You should definitely
With
do that.
parents constrained.
I don't have enough information to help you because you need to be more specific.
It's all good. I figured out something that works. Bon appetit.
Thank you, Glitch. I have to see your scene. Like, I don't see your outliner here. If I saw your outliner, maybe I could have helped. Send me your scene. That's the easiest way to do it.
What are you doing, Saab?
I'm gonna be doing some Unreal stuff. It's gonna be surreal.
Hello.
It's gonna be so surreal to do Unreal. Hi, Danzilla.
Like when I do wait.
I don't understand.
Okay. Damn, this is so real it feels unreal.
Exactly.
Man, this stream is unreal.
That's true.
I came late because I was asking whether there was a stream or not.
Yeah, sorry, I was a bit late. I'm dealing with too many things at the same time.
Saab, when last did you animate Spider-Man?
I'll show you.
Colon closing parenthesis. Fresh cut Saab. Good evening.
Thank you. Hi, Nasera. Hi, Fear God 101. Fear God. God of Fear.
Holy shit, the almighty chair.
The chair is cool. This is not great, but this is the last Spider-Man thing I did. I was just trying to pass the time. There you go. Oh fuck! I can't really. God damn it. Windows. The timeline.
Do a backflip Saab.
I'm good, thank you. I'm not gonna be doing a backflip today, good sir. I burped though, that was for you. If I play this, it's gonna get like copyright strike.
How kind of Saab?
You know, I'll put this in Discord and you guys can watch it.
He burped for you.
I did.
Yay, Discord. Also, in thinking of making an animation, I don't know if you can consider it a short animated film.
It's not up to me. You can consider that.
What scene is this?
It's for like a different thing.
Hey,
It's not
Saab.
for the stream. Hi Bella, how's it going?
Ditch, you saw the drawings of me drawing this night. Pretty good, how about you?
I'm good. I'm super tired. I'm finally off the Mission Impossible project. Man, I really want to animate this.
Saab, I finally finished Ash's bio and power stat. Wanna see?
That's cool, Lanza. If you send it to somewhere in Discord, I'll check it. Because I need to start getting into animating the things on Unreal. Because I'm not going to be able to stream for super long today.
Wait, what rig is that?
What the guy talking about?
Also, it might sound unreal, but the comment on the top left corner.
Yeah. That guy's my spirit animal.
Guys, I was looking at Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Battle of the Call Bucket, bro, and all of a sudden I seen the tags, bro, and they got multiplayer, 2 girls, 1, okay, hentai, vor, bro, who? Developer Tyrone.
It was actually that. Great. Ah, look at all these music
2
guys.
girls, 1 cup is my favorite genre.
Who sent Avril Lavigne? Be cool. Ah, it's disgusting. Alright, I think.
Very cool.
Oh my god. This is so many grapes. This is so many grapes. Oof. I was given way too many grapes. Oh, I'm gonna throw up. I ate so many grapes. How many
Let's
grapes
make
did I
some
eat?
surreal animations in such an unreal looking engine. Check it out.
Check it out.
Saab.
What am I checking out?
So why did you do it? It was too many grapes.
So it looks like there is a constraint in here. In the sphere. No,
In Discord.
the group has it.
Great.
The sphere doesn't have it. You constrain the group, not the sphere. So I don't know what you're trying to. I know why there's a locator and a group and a sphere. You basically have all these, like, you have a locator and a sphere in a group, and you have the group constraint. So I don't know. I think what you want is to constrain the hands to the locator and then put the locator into the sphere group. Or the other way around.
Nice haircut.
Thank you, Zintor. I don't know what you're trying to do here. Like, there's so many missing information here, Biku. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how to help you. Are you trying to constrain the hand to the sphere, or are you trying to constrain the sphere to the hands? I don't know what this constraint is made from. I don't know what you constrain this to. This object is not constrained to anything. I can see that. It looks like, from what I can see from
Yes,
here, there's
sir.
only one thing constrained, and that's the group. So that's also not right. So what you want, Biku, where the fuck is this thing? There you go. This is a sphere. This is your hand controller. So a little hand here. And there's a
Like picking
locator.
a stone ball.
There's a locator. See, these are your 3 items. So if you go into the outliners, which is this guy. So you have these 2 in a group right now, which is not what you want. What you want is, no, you have these 2 in a group. I mean, you can have it like this, but the easier way, because I think you want the sphere to be controlled by the hand, I would just have this controller be placed on the sphere where you want the hand to be, and then so how would I do it? I don't know why you have the locator. I think you're doing like a simple thing and you probably don't need
Yes,
the
sir.
locator. But if you are using the locator, what you would do is you put the sphere inside the locator. So when you move this, Maya froze. When you move this locator, you see the sphere moves. So this is just middle mouse dragging the sphere into the locator. That's first step. The second step is that you put your hands where this locator is. You know, you can like snap to it if you want. And then you select the hand first, and then you select the locator. Then you can go to animation, constrain. You can maintain offset on or off. If you do off, it will snap. See, it snapped. So now if I move my hand controller, the ball moves, and I can also move the ball separately without the hand moving, but when I position that, it will still like follow the hand. That's what you gotta do, from what I understood from what you showed me. The fuck is this? Yep, I'm not gonna be able to read this. Oh my god, okay. This is cool. I'll check this out when I can, Nazila. Alright, let's get back to animating a
Sir,
thing in the
please help.
thing. What do you need help with?
I reckon you could make a script for your locator setup and also your waist offset controllers.
Yeah, you could, but I feel like it's so second nature to me.
How to
I don't
make
feel the
sounding
need
and
to.
lighting more smoother in Clip Studio.
I wouldn't know because I never use those things. Glitch. Wait, so before my brain.
That would be a
completely
real
gets
helpful
crumbled-
script for the community.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
okay.
shucks.
For the community, we can do it. You're right. Hello. Would you like to come say hi? Top 10 things to do. Number 1 is to say hi. Come say hi. Let's
Say hi.
Say hi.
Yeah.
Hello, Justina.
I'm being pulled away.
Say hi greater than sad face. But what about the blend parents option SARP? Give us back our SARP.
Go Sarp.
Yeah.
Go be Sarp.
Hello. Hello, Sister Justina.
Hello everyone.
SARP is gone.
I'm back. Hi Jamal, how's it going?
Let's go, it's the chair.
Yeah, because what you're asking is like very simple how to constrain.
Biku,
You
the
can
blend
you can generally like write how to constrain in Maya and like watch a video to figure it out. I think I talked about it enough. But if you can't figure out, you can send me your Maya file and I'll do it for you. Or I'll do it off stream.
Hello, Justina.
I need to start
Oh no,
working.
my stomach hurts from these grapes. Continues eating them.
Yes. Exactly. There's something wrong here.
Just curios, do you like how I shade and light? Hey, it's been a crazy week, lol. How are you? How's Unreal? Hey
Unreal?
everyone. Hope all is well.
Still
Okay, I
Unreal.
will send you file. Sup Amjad. Hello Amjad.
Unreal is making
That was
issues.
me a minute ago. Made like 4 pastries in the oven. It started hurting, but then I continued like 2 minutes later. Because I'm tired of doing it. Sarp, I sent it on work in progress. Let me know what you think of the power scale, and do a weird reaction every time you think it's too crazy. Very unreal. What's your favorite fruit?
Watermelon or melon. Highest this plant.
Banana.
Banana.
Can't wait for summer. I'm gonna be eating watermelon every waking hour. Apple. Banana. Same, but in Bussines days.
Apple. Pen. Apple pen.
Apple pen.
Apple pen.
How's your day been then, Sarp?
Been going good. A bit stressful but good. I'm so confused. Which is the
Nomming them grapes to cool off. Sarp, it's in work in progress.
There's no grape left. What's in work in progress?
I want the fucking summer to come already. I wanna see it come so bad. You didn't even save us a grape each.
Nope. I finished it all.
Selfish. Your grapes are hot. Ash's power scale is in work in progress.
I saw that, Danzira. I can't read that right now. It's too long. I'll read it off stream.
We got any community plans for March? I just wanna focus on the things I like for more than just 3 hours a day. Alright, cool. Unreal.
3 hours a day is pretty good glitch. Just try to do that consistently. So now if I click open, it's gonna say this is a higher version. So I close this.
Me like drawing. Me wanna draw. We want to make animations and perverted jokes. Sarp, you no longer play Rivals Man.
I do.
Off screen.
I could just play Rivals today. But I can't because there's work to do. There's always work to do.
Can we not play Rivals? It's productive time.
It is productive time.
Do you still main Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Let's procrastinate. That's a you thing, Jay. Maybe do Soap G Arctic next stream.
We can do Gartic when it's like the drawing day. So it might not be next stream, but we can do it like next week maybe. Ew. I'm sorry, the music is too loud. Okay, how's it going?
It's going good. How about you?
You sound tired.
Oh yeah, you know, just work stuff.
Life.
Like,
Did you hear what happened to NPC?
oh yeah, man, so sad. Everything is dead.
Dude,
There is no NPC anymore.
Bjorn just left the Korea to work at Mill.
Oh no.
This is the second time NPC is like fucking him over.
No, it's so sad.
Yeah. Right.
How's it going with you?
I don't want to take too much of your time. I shared the screen. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
I'm a bit like lost. Every time I try to open the scene, I get like introduced to like a different thing. Like I just tried to open this, and it says like this project was made with a different version of Unreal, and I have to make a copy. And I go like, oh, I guess I'm in the wrong Unreal version, but it says 5.4 here. So I leave,
Yeah.
and then I jump to 5. No, I go back down to 5.4, and then it's gonna say this project was made with a higher level, so you can't open it at this one.
That's so weird. Can you open Epic?
See, 5.4 just became 5.5.
Yeah.
Where did the 5.4 go?
That's so weird. Can you open Epic Games again? The Epic Games launcher.
Yeah, it pops up when I close Unreal now. There you go.
Yeah. Go to library. Yeah. Scroll down. What does
There
it
is
say?
2.
Yeah. So I don't know which one you work with, but usually this is where I open my projects from.
So if I
Because-
open from here, it's gonna automatically open the correct
Yeah,
version?
it usually links itself to the correct version, so you don't have to worry about it.
Okay. Can I open 2 Unreals at the same time?
Yeah, if your system can handle it.
Well, my system makes a lot of fan noises, so I'm sure it can handle it.
Oh, I think this is the old Unreal that you opened, because you have 3 Unreals open now. Yeah, I see in your taskbar.
The one is Epic.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so oh, this one has the guy in it. Does it have the animations? Oh no. Oh, it doesn't have any of the animations in. So
Is this the 5.4 or 5.8? It's hard. This is
How
where
can I
I'm
tell?
like it's hard to tell. Yeah.
help. About Unreal Editor. This is 5.4.
This is the 5.4 one.
Okay.
So this one doesn't have your stuff.
Oh, this one just magically worked for But there you go, it works. For
Yeah, yeah, so
reasons unknown.
you know, it's like if you usually when that happens, it's like you didn't save your level, so you
Hmm.
dragged stuff into your level editor, and then you didn't save it, which is why Unreal just freaked out, and it was like, what the hell? Uh, I,
Okay.
I whenever I do something like this, a shortcut that I use is Control Shift and S, which basically sees everything in your project, your levels, level sequences, assets, materials, anything you brought in, and saves everything. So you don't have to worry about breaking any connections.
Ctrl Shift S.
Yeah, that's the shortcut for save all. It's
Okay.
like in the middle. Yeah.
I
So
wish there was
control
like
S
an
just
indicator that said like I just saved, because I'm spamming it, but I can't tell if I'm actually saving it or not.
yeah, usually it will. So at the bottom right beside revision control, if you go there, yeah, on the left of that option. So if
Ah,
you
all
see it says
saved.
all save, yeah, so that's your
Alright.
indicator. Usually, sometimes if you have only like if you have a bunch of stuff, but you have only saved one thing, it will say like 15 things pending or something like that. So
Oh, I see.
yeah, you see that there's like one unsaved, five unsaved,
Alright.
something.
Perfect.
Yeah, that is also
Perfect.
like if you click that button, it will also save everything. That will give you the option. So a few ways to do that, but yeah, it seems like everything is fine and dandy now.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries. I'll also like get back to you. I read your message. I haven't had time to get back to you. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
cool. Awesome.
but yeah,
Thank you.
no worries. If you have any other things, just ping me and I'll join again.
Okay. Alright. Take care, dudes.
All right. Enjoy, man. Bye.
Bye. Alright, I'll unmute the chat now. And let me read through. Jay is here. Hi Jay, how's it going? I just want to watch some fire animation work. That's great, Amjad.
What a nice dude.
The music's much better. TTS Pro, I see what. Yeah, I animate. You should. I went to I animate Brawl H.
Sarp, I sent
I
the
was very
print I
happy.
made to DC Art Showcase.
That's cool. Let me check that. Oh. Okay. Can you guys still hear the music? Oh my god, dude! This looks way too good. You definitely sculpted this.
Holy shit.
Dude, this looks
No.
amazing. This is like fresh out of the printer?
He definitely bought it. Wow, that looks awesome.
I can't believe this is like fresh out of the printer without any like sculpting on the...
Cool sculpt. That looks unreal.
How big is
I've been
this?
printing the parts days.
Ah, and then you connected them. I mean, only thing I don't like is the eyes, but what else is new? But yeah, it looks amazing. It looks really cool. Sweet. What printer do you have?
Now print Crawley. It almost same size with my monitor.
There's a weird caterpillar noise in this song, and I don't like it.
I have Creality K1 Max, not a UV resin one unfortunately.
Resin ones are too small though, isn't it?
Sarp Spidey sense kicked in and heard a fly flying past.
Yeah.
Sarp, what the hell are you looking at?
I was looking at... I thought there was something because I
Yay.
kept hearing something on the right side of my ear holes. Okay, I'm lost. Global body offsets. All. I am lost again. I click this thing. I can select the curve.
This guy really likes jumping.
Yeah,
Sent something into whip if you wanna take a look.
guys, I need to like stop looking at things for a little bit so I can just focus on this. This will be the last thing I look at. Toxic sent me something like this too. I don't know why you guys always end up doing the same thing at the same time.
Let's
But it looks
block
really
in.
cool. It looks cool, dudes. Blocky blocky. Looks nice. Alright, now I select the controller and nothing is visible. Which is fine because I need to select this and then okay, I think I need to generally stop clicking these buttons randomly. Okay.
I'm
Okay.
back.
Why doesn't this update? F10? No.
Yeah, but they are buttons.
Why does this keep happening? It's the hand. See, these are just not existing.
Have you tried turning it off and on?
I have not tried turning it on and off. I'm somehow like hiding the controllers somehow. See, the thing stops working. No, it works. So this thing doesn't work. Show all tracks, Alt E. And then come here. Ah, it went back to working now, okay. Okay, so I have this guy jumping. When it reaches the peak, I'm gonna animate a loop. So for now, I'm gonna put this thing here, and then
Also, me and Toxic ended up doing the same because I gave him the rig LMAO.
oh, nice. Sharing is caring. Toggle the visibility of the filter bar.
You're getting this lag as well, or is it just me? Unreal. Hello people.
Okay. Cool. So I have these things set up and I need to make this auto tangent.
Also me.
So why does it move if it's
Hi,
auto tangent?
Daiso.
Hi Daiso. Top 10 Daisos. How's it going, dudes?
Holy shit, now I got extreme stream latency. Hi Daizo. Hi guys, sorry for delay, Twitch is very laggy for me.
What's happening? Why is everyone complaining about the delay? I just wrote ASD on Twitch and I'm waiting. Is it just the chat that's delayed?
Free rigs.
Or is it actual Twitch? Can you guys see I wrote ASD on Twitch? Wow, the text to speech still didn't pick the ASD. No, it picked your Yi.
I saw you wrote it, but TTS ain't picking it up. TF.
Yi.
Delay.
Maybe my texts are not written out loud. Okay.
Yes. I saw.
I see, I conquer.
There's a little delay, but it's bearable. ABC. We made yours silent, remember?
I don't. I never do. I hate this isolation thing in Unreal. Doesn't really seem to understand what tangents are. Unreal just keeps forcing me to add extra keys to everything. Wait, am I changing?
It's about 29 seconds delay for me.
That is an unfortunate amount.
You're making me wanna do game animations again.
Do it. I wanna do another game jam at some point. We did good last time. Do you have any experience in Unreal, Zentor? I think it's pretty cool.
ABC. Yeah, I actually do have a little.
You should try animating in it so you can suffer.
The delay
can
is probably
suffer.
something with the Twitch servers.
So we can suffer together. So it's faster to find solutions. Top 10 things to do. Suffer. This is not really working.
Exitinger ND re-entering the stream makes the delay stop. Now he'll never animate there.
What?
Top 10 sufferings. Suffering. is the animation is when it's free falling.
Yeah. I am thinking of making two versions for this. One where it's like still going up in the air, which is this one. And then I want to make another one where it's like kind of picked up speed for going down. So I'm gonna like stretch out his legs a bit more. I want like a rotation like this, so what would that be? I guess that would mostly chest. I shouldn't really fiddle too much that regarding.
Are these animations for anything in particular or just to practice with Unreal?
It's to practice with Unreal. Also, I'm gonna sell these.
Free. Rigs.
What do you mean free rigs?
How do you know what is the biddy gonna do by making some curving some lines? Danzilla, you said that a couple times. What do you mean? Sark,
Yeah, I
you
also
never got back
understand
to me.
what Danzila's doing. About what, Danzila? You keep saying free rigs, which I don't understand. Glitch. So what I do is I put a key and then I move it to see what the body is doing. Once I see that, I understand that's the rotation to make this.
You all have a lot of free
And then
rigs
I
without anyone
animate
animating
it.
it. Ooh. I see.
I think this is gonna be the most important one.
How's the comic going? Sarpserta,
First
you
comic
guys
is
make
finished.
sure for next update Spider-Man new game. No, the free rigs thing is a joke. Remember that stuff about the demo real.
I don't understand.
Oh yeah, where can I get it?
I don't understand, Danzila.
Or when can I read it?
It's in the description. You can read it right now. I finished the first issue, and now
Oh,
next step
okay.
is to make the Kickstarter, but I'm gonna do that a little bit later.
I'm a Reddit after stream.
I made what do you call like a list of priorities, and I want to figure out like what I'm gonna be focusing on. So the comic is definitely one of those things that I will be focusing on, but it's gonna be after I do this. I'm gonna do some more extra stuff on the weekend. Although it's really bad timing with all the extra
You
shit I
been
have to
working
do.
on anything animation-wise for Crawley, or has it been some downtime?
No, I'm not doing anything for Crowley. Crowley needs bugs fixed on Gibo's side. We made a list of things for him to do. He doesn't have time to do it right now.
Just curious.
So
Do you
I'm
use
doing this
anything
stuff.
except for Clip Studio in 2D?
No. I have Procreate, but I don't think I opened it in a very long time.
Oh. Just letting ya know I really like Clip Studio and is easy to understand.
Yeah, it's great. There's also Procreate Dreams, but I didn't really like it. I don't feel like this is looping anymore.
How much the animation's gonna cost?
I don't know. That's gonna be something
Remember
to figure out.
Sarp yesterday we're talking about my demo reel. That's what I'm referring to. Yeah, your start value for the yaw wasn't matching the end.
That's that my brain is like occupied with so many things. I don't remember anything regarding free rings and your demo reel at all. I'm sorry. Little my brain is like a mush.
Free rigs. What's that?
I don't know. I don't understand it. What the fuck is this rotation? Or is it this one? It really doesn't feel like that's the one. Lyrics. I don't remember. I filled out a ADHD assessment sheet today. Man, this like healthcare in this country is fucking ridiculous.
He looked like
When-
H's waving while falling.
When did
I'm
I?
not talking about free rigs. That was a joke. I knew y'all would have a funny reaction over me saying free rigs. This is the part you laugh. Everything is free if you're fast enough.
Okay. I filled out the ADHD assessment test today, which is ridiculous because I went for assessments again, what, like on December, and they just got back to me to finish the form. So I'm still not in the queue to fucking get assessed, which is insane. But the questions that I had to answer was like, I felt like all the answers were like hilarious. It's just basically me forgetting everything, never remembering anything, constantly getting distracted, and always starting new projects and never finishing them. Alright, so I think this is the kind of motion I want. Now I need to fix it.
Sounds like me. It hasn't been snowing for a week and there's still a lot of snow.
Where are you from that it snows?
What about medical insurance, Saab? Does it help?
I don't have
Romania.
one.
I never finish any shot. I keep feeling like if I try to adjust something, I will break it.
Also, no insurance would cover ADHD because it's a genetic thing. You don't get hit by a car and end up having ADHD. Which should be quite hilarious. Oh my god, that's a great idea. I've been thinking of like some new ideas recently. One idea I had is, what if like a human goes to an alien planet and finds out he's like super strong in that alien planet. So it's like a reverse Superman basically. It turns out like humans are like really strong in this other planet. That's one idea. The other idea I had, which I'm more into, is like Witcher meets Pokemon. So there's all these like creatures with abilities and stuff, and what the Witchers, the monster hunters do, is that if they can like tame one, they can use the abilities of the one that they tamed. So they have to like if you tame a Charizard, let's say, it won't be Charizard, it would be like, you know, like a different fantasy creature because it would like a more like a medieval Witcher-esque setting. But if you tame a Charizard, then you can start casting fire spells. But the way you can do it is like you can either have the Charizard out and like fight with you, or you can do the fire yourself, but then you can't have the Charizard out. And it's like your magical ability has a limit, so you can only have like so many of these like creatures bonded to you. And I was also thinking like to have the creature bonded to you, you kind of need to have an understanding, instead of like in Pokemon where you just like throw a Pokeball at a creature and then it's yours and it has to obey you. I was thinking in this you kind of have to have a like an underlying understanding, like maybe you're banished from your village and you find an animal that was like banished from the pack, and you have like a more inherent understanding of like what the other one's going through, and then you can bond with it, kind of a thing. I don't know, I'm just like thinking like weird ideas. In UK, Danzila.
Ideas are ideas. Ooh, those are cool ideas.
I like them ideas. It could be like a game or a show, but as a game,
I like the idea, Saab.
I think it would be like a cool Monster Hunter slash Witcher slash Pokemon kind of a game. But you know, when you say Monster
Didn't some
Hunters,
company copy Pokemon?
yeah, it's Pal Worlds.
I like big ideas, and I cannot lie.
The
Since you're an Indigan of Turkey, why not fill the form in Turkey when you're on break?
I did, but then it doesn't transfer. Also, I haven't gone to Turkey in a long time. I was already diagnosed in Turkey. It doesn't work in UK like that.
Well, that's so complete and utter bullshit, isn't it?
Oh, there's even more utter bullshit about it that you wouldn't fucking believe. There is so many people waiting to get ADHD assessments that the government made a deal with private private medical companies basically, to have them help the public NHS with the ADHD assessments, because they can't like deal with like the amount of assessments that needs to be done. And then the private places said, okay,
Why is ADHD bad again?
it's, I wouldn't call it bad, it's just like a different thing. But if you get assessed by like a private company, and then a private company for whatever reason, although the reason is clearly money, they stop attending you because that's what they want to do. They want to assess you, they want to give you medication, they want to help you for like a year or so, then it stops being profitable, and then they want to stop. If that happens, the government forgets you have ADHD. Even though it's a genetic condition, you can't, if you have it, you can never not have it. But yeah, it forgets. And then you have to go into queue again. And you have to get assessed for ADHD again. Even though the same government agree that you have ADHD. So that's something, isn't it? What a thing. This sand is going too far down. I think it's because of the elbow. Oh no, and we're gone. Same thing happened again. Can it not happen? Ugh, can it please not happen? Ugh, can I just see the curves? Can we not do that? Can I just like, what about like I click something now? Ooh, so I have to press random buttons again? Oh, there you go. We're back, baby. Alright, so the rotation. Oh, sorry, I muted this. So I would say it's Sony, Danzilla, because Pixar like set the bar and then everyone just matched that, and everybody has been like doing pretty much the same thing. Disney is now trying to get out of it, or I mean not really, it's more that what do you call the DreamWorks is now trying to more get out of it, but get out of it as in they just are copying exactly what Sony did with Spider-Verse.
There was 3 stabbings last night like less than a mile from me. So sick of living here.
That's crazy. I mean, I don't hate living here. For me, it's just the health thing. It's a bit.
What a British thing to say. So sorry, Zinter.
Yeah, sorry to hear, Zinter. Oh, I wish I could just scale this down.
In my country we don't get stabbing, we get katana fights. It's like him living in Gotham. I'm not kidding. The civilians are owning fucking KATANAS, what the hell? Chill. Nine.
Amjad, are you still here?
Saab, he poses are your strong suits. What are your Archelaus heels in animation?
I mean, I wouldn't call it an Achilles heel, but
yeah, what's up, brother?
I've done. I haven't done as much lip sync as I've done a lot of the other things, so I feel like I need more experience in that. Where's the live chat? There's the live chat. Hey Amjad, how's it going?
Oh, pretty well. How are you, brother?
I'm good. Hi Dread Drake, how's it going?
How's the animation coming along?
It's because I'm not as comfortable of like breaking and redoing things. I kept trying to make things work, and that's kind of like wasting some time. Like I feel like one hand is behind my back, so I'm trying.
Oh, yeah.
Like if I got something to look kind of okay, I just don't want to change it when I should. But yeah.
Yeah, like I know exactly what you mean, but like in the end, you're getting much better at a software that's gonna become really well wanted in the near future, and it's super fun too.
Yeah.
Like
It's like the fact that it's real time is awesome. Like I would love to animate a crazy high detailed insane resolution riggedness, you know.
Oh, 100%. Like me, unfortunately, the first time I learned Unreal, I already had a commission to help out a buddy for his comic book, where I made like a cinematic in Unreal.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you, that was stressful trying to learn everything and finish everything and render everything out in less than a month.
You must have like learned super quickly though.
I did. Let me see. Here, let me send you. I think I sent it to you a while ago. Yeah, it's this one. This one was the quick test right here. It was ridiculous. It was fun though. But like with all the new stuff, especially like with 5.5 and like their lighting, yeah, Unreal's gonna be super fun to use.
Did you send me something?
Yeah, that's a quick sample of the thing that I did.
Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, you remember that?
You mind me showing it on the?
Yeah, sure, you could show it. It's like the scene was never used, so don't matter.
Yeah, it looks super cool, dude. Did you animate this in Unreal too?
No, I animated that in Maya, and I also created the character, and in the background and lights and emissions and compositing and all that stuff.
Fun. I hope
Yeah,
it was fun.
It was very fun. I don't think that that he ended up using it though, which is a shame because I mean he paid for it, so.
No. Yeah, I did the Armor Saga thing, but I don't think
That was better.
I don't think the guy used that either. Or like, I think he had like a bigger, more expanded plan for it. I don't know if he's gotten to it.
Yeah, no, I can't. I can't. Like, I hope that it's released soon.
Oh, he was
But-
gonna. He actually sent me more issues of the comic to read, and I completely forgot. I just remembered. He asked me if I would be interested in reading the comic, and then I completely forgot to get back to him.
Oh, you can get back to him. There's still a lot of time.
That is true.
So I know that you wanted to learn Unreal, but the Unreal animations, I know that they have like solid tools and stuff, but wouldn't it have just been easier to like just animate it and sell it through Maya and then put it
Yes.
into Unreal?
Yes, but I mean, it's an opportunity to, to learn Unreal more. Because I feel like
Oh.
if I can animate in Unreal, I will use Unreal more.
Okay, I gotcha.
If I leave Unreal to do something in Maya, I'm just gonna be like, oh fuck it, I'll just do everything in Maya and then I'll just throw it in.
I gotcha. Yeah, especially so my method is actually I've become like I love USD so much, especially in like between Maya and Houdini and Unreal. But yeah, like animating in Maya and then bringing it into an environment in Unreal could be a little bit difficult unless you made like a proxy world, which isn't always the most convenient thing.
You know what I want to do is I want to like half animate with keys and half animate with code, and I think being able to animate in Unreal is gonna be key for that. Like if I was like half as good as animating in Unreal that I am in Maya, and I knew some stuff in like Unreal how to code, I could like hook up some code to like rotation X of the hip, and then like duplicate that along and then offset it, and then like maybe like moving the mouse around, I could like make the character animated. Do you know? Do you know what I mean?
Ooh, that's interesting. No, I know. Yeah, no,
Yeah, like
that does sound
spider
interesting.
legs, or like I can do like weird shit. Just like thinking like how I want to make a overlap, but like instead of putting keys, giving that to like random things in the code.
Oh, 100%. But regarding coding, I would highly suggest you give like Grok 3, I think that's what it's called, the Twitter Chat GPT a try. I've seen a lot of interesting stuff, and I've been
really?
using Chat GPT for coding
Mm-hmm.
for Houdini. It's very, very good. Like they've gotten to the point where they give you very accurate codes.
Mm.
But you need to kind of understand how to um, basically like you need to make it think in a way where you can like instead of just be like give me a code to do this, be like, all right, take a look at the research to do this and then this then this then that.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
two
have a
great.
couple of friends using like animate writing scripts in Python and Mel
Hmm. Hmm.
for Maya. They seem to be like super happy with it.
Using AI or
Yeah, AI to make scripts for Maya, you for like Mel and Python scripts.
yeah, no, they really are great, super useful. I'm right now, I'm taking a break from what I've been doing, and I'm just trying out something for the Johnny Storm rig I created.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna test it out with Embergen real quick.
What's Embergen? Oh yeah, you're gonna make it do stuff. Nice.
Yeah, just
Fire
fire,
stuff. Yeah. Fire.
fire. So tell me, how's the like overall? I know there's the frustrations, but what's your journey with Unreal been like so far? Are you
Uh,
like outside of the animation realm, like do you ever see yourself actually using it or like converting to it fully?
I kind of do, based on like the things that I wanna do. I've been talking about like I'm taking off like random different ideas, and I struggle a lot to find an idea and not somehow like see it as a game.
Hmm.
So I think Unreal being a game engine is gonna be a big part of that. So I mean, it would be super cool if all the animations I did was in Unreal, and then that gives me able to like render it, to use it as like Olympics and stuff like that, and also we can use it as like games right away. Like if
Hmm.
every animation I ever made in Maya was already in Unreal, and I had like an idea of like, oh, what if I made like a runner game, and I could just immediately pull up that without having to
Hmm.
go to Maya and like export everything. Um, I don't know. I think that'd be cool.
No, it definitely will be, and also like the Alembic workflow or the FBX workflow, like it was solid, but sometimes it becomes a little bit hassle switching from software to software.
Yeah, especially like the hierarchies and stuff. Like the Crowley has a massive issue because it was like made in Maya and then sent to Unreal, where we can't do animation blends in Crowley, which is a big problem because he has like a lot of animations and a lot of like swinging stuff that would look great if you were able to blend some of it. And that when I say like blending, I wanna do blending like what do you call it?
Like from one pose to another.
Yeah, but I wanna animate that as well, like how much of the value it's gonna like blend and all that stuff, which would be like really fun to do. You know, I don't want to just go from like 1 to 0. I would like decide based on like the speed how it would work and all that. It can be fixed. It's just requires like a whole overhaul of the rig on the Maya side.
Yeah, super inconvenient
Yeah,
and time consuming.
super time consuming.
But that's
For
why
sure.
I like the USD workflow on my it's still
But
familiar
it doesn't work
enough.
with rigs, does it? It's just like environments and stuff, no?
No, it works with characters. Like joints and stuff. I don't really know because all of my workflow is like the joints, the rigging part, the animation, all that is just like it's one step, so I don't need to reiterate it later.
Mm-hmm.
But like what's super useful is like for example, when you move over things using USD, the textures move, the you know basically the alembic. Constraints, cameras, camera settings, camera animations, all that kind of stuff. That's super painful to do. Just all in one click.
No, that does sound cool. We
No.
have a USD system at work, but everyone's constantly complaining about it. But I don't really understand. I haven't had a problem with it yet. We used it in Venom as well. I didn't have an actual problem with it. But I hear it's creating some issues. But I don't know what
Yeah,
this.
I have a lot of friends complaining about the USD workflow, which doesn't make too much sense to me because it's actually quite like I don't know, it's quite intuitive. It's not that difficult. But let me ask. So why haven't you tried the? I mean, I know Unreal has so many advantages and stuff like that, but like so does Houdini, and like you know you can link Houdini and Unreal together. So why not give the Houdini animation tools a try?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen anything in Houdini that like excited me.
I gotcha.
I've never
It does
even
have like a
considered
lot
it.
of great stuff though.
Mm-hmm. Man, I keep like
But
restarting
also,
this anime.
yeah, but also, yeah, no, you can just imagine all the things that you can do in Unreal with like environments, lighting, your animation,
Mm-hmm.
bringing to life some of your storyboards.
Yeah, that would be super cool to do if I could get it to that point, which I hopefully will.
No, you definitely will. Like, trust me. Like, I know that you're going through like a lot of stress right now with
Mm-hmm.
a lot of these things. Sometimes the buttons, sometimes whatever. But once you get it, like you'll just get it, and you'll
Yeah,
move forward.
that's the plan. Get it.
You. Let me see.
I was also asking like ChatGPT a bunch of like questions about like how to find an idea, and I was trying to generate an idea that I would be interested in, and that would also be like a hit, you know.
Hmm.
And I wrote down the stuff that I like, and then I was gonna try to use ChatGPT to like okay like smash these things together and like find me like a different idea, and then I instead wrote like what are the successful like franchises and IPs right now that would that you can like combine together, and then it gave me the same results. Only thing that it had that I didn't have in my own list was Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, but like my list was Avatar: The Last Airbender, Marvel,
Mm.
Pokemon, Witcher. What else did I have? Fantasy, medieval fantasy. Um, Yeah, I think that was my list, and it just added. I don't think it had medieval fantasy, but instead it had like Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan and stuff like that.
Mm. Yeah, no, honestly, like ChatGPT is great for ideation, but uh, like for example, I was curious to see how it'll react to creating like video ideas for YouTube, and
It's the same
like
every time. From
it's the
what I've
same
seen.
every time, and then like the funniest thing is you have like thousands of people telling you to do this and that for YouTube, and like they've never actually created a YouTube channel, and then it's all the same information, and it's weird because it's all the same information. And then it's like when I see ChatGPT doing it, and I'm like, God, I wonder how many more people are gonna start making these recommendations, which are the same recommendations, but slightly different.
I tried to make it do like, what if like it was Avatar: The Last Airbender but superheroes? An explosion happens and some benders get powers. What if it was superheroes and Pokemon? An explosion happens and some Pokemon get superpowers. And like, what if it was like Witcher was superpowers, or an explosion happens? Literally every time, like it's like if you put superhero in, the story starts with an explosion happens.
And then they suddenly become orphaned real quick.
Yeah. quick, we got our orphan. That's an interesting idea of like a villain, a villain that reads a lot of like comic books and wants to be like a superhero, and then goes and kills his parents because like this is how it begins. Then I'm gonna like get powers, and it actually works, and then obviously becomes a villain.
You know something. I've always wanted a
Oh no,
like
don't do it. Please
no,
don't do that. God damn.
on a brighter note, sorry, because when you said that, like I just thought of Brightburn for some
yeah.
reason, and then Brightburn kind of made me think of The Boys, and it's like every Superman character, like if they're trying to do it like realistically, they always make him like a weirdo or a freak.
Yeah.
Like where's the people that have hope? You know what I mean? The ones that look like at life in a happy way.
I think it's more that like they're trying to add a twist, and like the twist is that like that power is not like a good guy. So all the iterations are like, what if he's a bad guy?
Yeah, that's true. But then like for example, if you take a look at what was it called? Superman, I think Secret Identity. Have you read that?
Yeah, it's the one where he has like twins, right?
Yeah, that's like later on, but it actually starts off with him just being
It's
a
a
normal
guy.
kid.
Yeah, his name is like Clark Kent, coincidentally.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
his parents always got him like Superman memorabilia, even though
Yeah.
he never actually liked Superman.
Yeah.
Like that was a great twist, but it
Yeah.
kept the heart of the character, like
Yeah.
like my issue goes with like Spider-Man 2. Like a lot of them just don't understand the character, which is so weird that they're writing the character. Especially in Zeb Wells' latest run, like that's just a bad comic.
Is that the Beyond one?
No, it's the it's the one where Mary Jane like was married
Oh
to.
no! Don't tell me Paul and the jackpot shit. Oh
Yeah,
my god!
yeah.
I fucking hate that so much.
It's really bad.
Yeah, it's
really
like
bad.
the whole like conversations. Hi, Danzilla, welcome back. The whole conversations that like Peter is having with Mary Jane was like the cringiest shit I've ever read in my fucking life.
It was really bad.
Like fucking Mary Jane is married to like a guy that Peter Parker hates, and he's like, "Can you say it one more time, Mary Jane?" And she's like, "Okay, go get him, Tiger." It's like, "Okay, thank you." Like, what is? Oh my god, that's so disgusting. It's like going to your ex and go like, "Can you tell me you love me?" It's like, "Oh, okay, I'll tell you." It's like, "Oh, cool, bye." It's like, what the fuck is that?
Oh yeah, and then like the twist that the guy that she's with is actually like the son of the villain or something like that. Ridiculous.
I didn't even get to that point.
Oh, trust me, you don't even want to get there. But I have been enjoying Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Uh,
but
I know
it's
it's slow.
crazy slow, man. Like the pacing of the comic coming out, I'm talking about.
Mhm.
It's rating so much. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
it's going good. I agree, and I like the overall arcing thing, which a lot of people complained about the old Ultimate Universe, but I loved like events like Ultimatum and stuff like that. But like whenever I look at like the worst fucking comic book runs ever, like Ultimatum is in there, and I'm like, why? It was great. It was. I
Yeah,
think
I agree.
I loved it. I think it was like amazing.
It really was. It really was. And then there was one comic called I think it was The Inhumans when drawn by Joe Madureira.
Hmm.
Uh, like it only ran for like 2 issues, and then there were like tons of problems like in the writing process that like I don't know. It took like 8 months to release the next issue for a new comic that was like death.
Hmm.
But some comic runs are so weird. Like honestly, there are some times where I'm like, how do these people find a job in comic book writing?
Oh, but you think it's that? I think I think it's less of an individual's problem, but because they're doing a whole like universe all being built at the same time with all of the comics coming up at the same time thing, I think that's like biting them in the ass, which is the same thing
Like
with MCU. That's the more properties you're trying to release at the same time, and if you're like harking on the consistency and it has to be part of the same thing, it's like a domino effect. The slight issue in one causes a slight issue in the other one, and then the whole process is halted.
that is true. There's a large portion of that, but then it also comes back to like some of the writers, like for example, like again, let's go back to Zeb Wells real quick with the horrible Spider-Man issue. Which sorry, I'm just I keep now I can't stop imagining the Mary Jane scene.
Yeah,
Um, like he gloated and was happy about, making the Spider-Man
fan
fans
base mad. Yeah,
angry and mad, and it's like is that really the way? Like, look, Zeb Wells wrote one of my favorite Spider-Man comics too,
which one?
which was what was the Spider-Man comic with Spider-Man and the Red Hulk? Uh,
Oh, Avenging Spider-Man.
Avenging Spider-Man. That was one
Yeah,
of, I loved that storyline. It
man,
was
the
it was
art in that was just like, mwah. The
Yeah, Joe
fucking
Madureira
beginning,
really went
the
hard with that.
beginning with the fucking the under
The mole
things.
people.
Yeah, the mole people. That was
Oh,
fucking
that was
amazing. Yeah,
ridiculous. So much passion and art
yeah.
went into that. And then like one of my favorite covers. I don't know if you remember this, but you remember that like giant guy like holding Spider-Man from his neck, like it was one of the
Uh-huh.
covers
I
for
don't
that.
remember exactly, but I can try to imagine with the same style of like extra contour lines and stuff.
Like it's just everything about that issue it's right here. I'm gonna send you a quick
Hmm.
shot because I just think that this is, look, if you're a Spider-Man fan, this is the kind of situations that I want to see Spider-Man in, like a titan basically like choking him and he's trying to figure out how to fight him. Like that's what I want to see.
Yeah, yeah. The art style is super cool. I want him to be like really like I think he would be amazing in situations where there's like a grand massive fucking thing going on and like no one's paying attention to him. Meanwhile, he's having like a ridiculous, hilarious issue with like the main thing, and like no one knows. And like he like runs into people, and it's like, I can't talk. I need your phone. I gotta go by. And then he's trying to save the universe while they're trying to make a device that can maybe communicate with the thing or something like that. But he's like playing, I don't know, some bullshit with the guy.
Oh no, that'll be hilarious. Like I can definitely imagine. Like the thing that just comes to my mind is like the X-Men trying to deal with like some cosmic issue while Spider-Man's dealing with like Doctor Doom as he's like trying to take over the world.
Yeah. Yeah, I like I love it when he has to like multitask and like he's like still cracking jokes and stuff when the things are like super dire. That's the kind
You
of
know,
shit.
I think that that's what always made Spider-Man interesting to me. Like, for example, like Aunt May was about to die in the hospital, so he needed to get medicine to her. But then the Sinister Six attacked this person, and he needed to take that person to the hospital while the vial's about to break in his pocket.
Yeah.
That's what I love. Like, that's what makes Spider-Man Spider-Man. You know.
Yeah, the Parker luck.
Unfortunately,
The Parker luck.
exactly. Parker.
Fucking not right now, so that's gotta be right now.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. But like, unfortunately, like, just that, like going back to the writing the comics thing. Like I understand synergy with the entire universe, but like a lot of them just make choices that's not the character. Like for example, I read a manga, the Spider-Man Red. I
Yeah.
told you about it.
Yeah, I read it too after you told me.
Oh yeah, what did you think of it?
I think it was cool. It's not my favorite or anything like that, but I think it was cool.
But it wasn't like I don't think it was the best either. But like what I liked about it is it understood the essence of Spider-Man.
hmm Why I think
You
it's
know.
a bit weird. I mean, it's I understand what you mean with the essence of it, where like he's such an underdog. Like Spider-Man's an underdog, but like he's even more of an underdog than Spider-Man, and he's still doing it.
Mhm.
And his motivations are at first not. Uh,
Not very good.
yeah,
We'll
like
say
he's
that.
just trying to get laid in the beginning, but but I mean that's what Peter does too. You know, like he goes to the ring, you know, trying to beat
Oh,
wrestlers and
100%. Yeah.
stuff, and then like if but like I think that's like really realistic. Because like if you get superpowers and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna dedicate my life to saving everyone because I'm that nice of a person, is like okay, but it feels fake a bit. But like when he is in a situation where it's like, oh my god, like all these pieces got to this point because of me, and if I stop now, these people are gonna die, and that's a responsibility, you know. Then it's like, it's it's like you're part of the cause, and like that's what happens in that comic too, which is cool about it, because he starts
100%.
dressing up as Spider-Man, he like gets sucked into like a thing, and now he can't like stop.
But on a separate note, like well, still connected, but um, what I love about Superior Spider-Man is they broke the mold with that. Like you know, the breakup with Mary Jane was made so much sense though. When Otto
hate
said
it.
like you know, listen, it's crazy. This isn't gonna work. It never works. It, the beautiful.
Oh, you mean when Superior Spider-Man was broke up with Mary Jane,
Yeah.
and then to be yeah, it's. But man, I love them together, and I can't like wait for them to get back together. But like now, it's gonna be so weird, you know. Like now, it's because their relationship was like Danzilla. I'm gonna send it right now. Their relationship was like so pure and good, and it was kind of built on trauma. You know, there was that what was like Spider-Man Blue when they have a thing where like every Valentine's Day, Peter records a message to Gwen, and MJ knows it, and he's not jealous. She's not jealous about it, and like she suspects sometimes that like maybe like she Peter always loved Gwen more than her, and but that's like a like imagine like being in a marriage like that. Like yeah, it's a tough situation. If it was a girlfriend and a boyfriend, like you would like maybe break up because of that, made a huge issue. But like you're sharing a life, you know, like you have to figure things out. You have to like move forwards. Like there's no blame in it. It's a tragedy what happened to Gwen and everything. And like such a strong marriage. And now, like, she fucked Iron Man, she fucked fucking Paul, she, like, became, like, a weird supermodel. There was, like, a fucking guy who was a firefighter. Everyone she fucks turns into a fucking villain. And, like, Peter is this, like, he's no longer, like, I really love this girl, I'll die if she doesn't love me. He's not that anymore. It doesn't even make sense for them to get back together anymore, you know? Like, it would be wrong for Peter's character at this point to still try to fix that, to not be
Exactly.
able to move on. But it's so sad. I love the era when they were like together, and I
Yeah.
think that was like the best. And why, why?
But you know something, I've actually always been a fan of Gwen Stacy over Mary Jane.
Yeah, but like,
Gwen Stacy is the way.
yeah, but are you telling me that it wasn't a good call that the Gwen died? It changed
I think
the
it was
world.
a beautiful call.
Yeah,
It shook the foundations of
yeah.
comic. But listen,
it changed
there's two
everything.
there's two moments: the death of Superman
Mhm.
and the death of Gwen Stacy.
Yeah, it's the end of the golden age or silver age of comics. It's called.
I think it was Golden Age.
Yeah,
Let me
it's
see. Yeah, I think it was the Golden Age.
yeah. So I like Gwen too, but like her death means so much. Meanwhile, their breakup with Mary Jane means fuck all.
Yeah,
What,
because how many
the
times
fuck
have we
did
seen
that
them
add?
break up? Tyler?
Yeah, it's yeah, it's but like that happens too. You know, they
True,
didn't get
true.
divorced. They like broke up and the fucking one more day shit. Yeah, it's too muddled. Spider Man's
You
like
know-
one of those characters like it's too popular for its own goods. You know, it's
You know something? I know that you don't like One More Day, but I kind of like it though.
how do you fucking like that?
I like it. You know, the art was great, the story was great. You
Man,
know,
the fucking
the only
Fuck.
the only thing that everyone is mad about is just resetting everything.
Yeah. And like making a deal with Mephisto, and Mephisto's like, I want your marriage. What the fuck, Mephisto? Like, can you like get a life, dude? Like, it makes me feel like Mephisto is this fucking comic book nerd. I was like, oh, I'm gonna fuck with the fans. Watch this. Like, he's like a bad writer. It's the same
I,
thing.
I
that
agree
we
with you
talk-
on that. I agree with you on that. But like everything leading up before that was really good. You don't think so?
Was that the beginning? Was it the Kingpin sniper shoots Aunt May?
Yeah, yeah, and then
Yeah,
and
that was
then,
good. He goes to the prison.
he goes to, let me see, no, the prison. I think the prison was in a different comic. In I think One More Day was, yeah, I think One More Day. Like he went to, like it's already happened, but they did a recap at the beginning, and then he went to Iron Man. He went to Doctor Strange. He went to the Fantastic Four. His villains. I think there's even one where he went to like Doom. Like just a panel, trying to find an answer, and then like no one can help him out.
Well,
That-
Doom
that's what
could
the
have
entire
helped him
comic
out.
was. Doom could have.
Yeah, because Doom has a whole thing with Mephisto and his mother being trapped in hell. Like that's basically like that's what he does. Doom could have been the first guy to, yeah, man, don't do that. I'll take your marriage.
Wait,
Why do you think I'm single, Spider-Man? He's like, I just thought you're just a douchebag. So no, I'm only single because of that one thing with Mephisto. Girls love me. What are you talking about?
But he also lost his powers too at the end of that, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think it was him losing his powers too, so he was never Spider-Man.
Now to bring Aunt May back.
Yeah. Like at the end, you can see because he never like, was it him and Mary Jane never knew each other, so he was never around with the spider when it bit him, and that kind of stuff. And then yeah, and then like it shows him in like his college years where he gains a lot of weight, and then finds a girl. Wait, is that the reason you don't like Mephisto? Is that specifically the reason?
Making people fat during the college years.
Exactly.
Read Atomic Habit, guys. Like, the fuck
But
is this click here?
like, look, the art in that comic was beautiful, especially when he like broke down crying and Doctor Strange was like trying to comfort him.
Yeah,
Really
I remember those things. Can you send me like a image from the comic book? I'm trying to remember because I don't remember it as a comic that I love the art. Or maybe I'm misremembering it. I think maybe
Yeah,
I'm
let me-
confusing with Civil War, where the Civil War's art, especially the panel where like he takes the mask off, was so bad. Like he looked
Yeah,
so
yeah, that was a
weird.
disgusting
Yeah.
panel. Yeah, 100%. Let me see. I'm trying to find. I can't find the Doctor Strange photo, but there's this one. Actually, let me find a larger image for you. Like these are, it's just, it's the art is wonderful. Here we go. Opening. There we go. Like, especially giving the like this is the kind of detail that I want to see in Spider-Man's webs.
Yeah, the spaghetti.
Exactly that spaghetti. That's what I want to see.
It does look cool. Was it? Yeah, it's with
But-
Todd McFarlane's spaghettis.
Yeah, yeah. You know something, like Todd McFarlane, he made a lot of great decisions, but his ego is
Yeah.
so ridiculous.
Yeah. And that's what he preaches as well. That's what he preaches people to do. That's
Yeah,
how he
but,
tells
like-
people how to be like to be successful and to achieve
Yeah.
things and everything. And like he's in this still. I mean, it's a bit of a age thing too, like it's an era thing. That kind of mindset. You either have it or you don't. If you're this kind of person, you're a winner. You know what I mean? Like you gotta be like me. There's no other way. Let me tell you, he's a bit like that. But I think like that's like we don't know. They didn't know as much as we know about like psychology and therapy and like different mindsets and stuff like that when it's talking about those things.
Oh, 100%. But also, there's just the pure logic of, if you have ego, you're kind of an a-hole. You know what I mean? I don't like. Look, I've met so many artists through my years, 2D artists, 3D artists, whatever. Ego is the thing that kills their career right away.
Mhm.
Or at least in my experience, right? Like, guys who have ego, I don't hire them. I don't even think of trying to work with them at all.
Yeah, no, I understand what you mean. I know a lot of people like that. Danzilla says, Sarp, have you heard of Animation Flow Academy? I don't know Flow Academy, but I know of the Animation Flow. I still haven't seen it. I really want to see it. It was in the Oscars. It's an animation without any conversation. I don't know Flow Academy though. But yeah, the thing is like, and I see this in like so many different ways. The people who are basically feeling what do you call it, the imposter syndrome.
Mhm.
They're the people who like you can always see it. It's like it never misses. Like everyone I know who is like insanely good, like when I say that, they're like, dude, can't you fucking shut the fuck up? I'm not that good. Come on, oh my god, fucking Jesus Christ. Like they get like
Yeah.
so like, don't say that fucking out
100%.
loud. Yeah, it's so insane that they have this like inability to see what they do is great. You know,
Yeah,
they're
or
just
even
like,
take a
no man,
compliment.
yeah, I'm just shit. It's but I mean there's a bit of an ego in that too, which is like a bit of a weird thing, but they inherently understand that they know so much better than you that you can't even understand that what he does is not good. You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, no,
it's
definitely.
yeah. It's. I mean, I'm thinking of like specific people when I'm saying this, and like I know friends who are just like
I'm
amazing.
right there with you.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you. Like literally, I had some people flashing through my mind for a quick second there, but like, also like on my end, so what I find that's super important is when you have ego, right? Like someone needs to call it out right away, or else it'll just keep growing. Like
But like calling its ego is not the way to do it. I think because that I think like just like saying like you have ego feels.
Let's say stubbornness, toxic stubbornness.
It's I'm reading like a book about this. Not about this, but like the book I'm reading is like going a lot into like communication and how to find like a win-win situation in every situation that you're in, and it's kind of forcing you to always think from the other person's perspective. And I've seen a bit of like an example of this at work, and I know someone with like a lot of ego, and a friend of mine was like such a humble guy. He like this guy would like say some stuff that was like super rude, but he technically didn't say anything rude. He would just like ask him, like he would say, this type of animation is so shit, and then he would say, so you're saying that you're better than the people who do that type of animation? And like that's exactly why he said it. That's like what he's like dying. He wants to scream out, "I'm better than those people." He can't, so he says like this type of animation is shit. But when you directly ask it like that, he can't say that. So he's like, "No." I was like, "Oh, cool." For a second, I thought that's what you meant. I was like, "Oh no," and then that like I think because like when you're so in your head, you like when you think you're so smart about it, you don't realize that like everyone has a subtitle. Like whenever you say something, there's like a subtitle underneath. Or like when you say, "Oh, I don't think it's that bad," there's a subtitle saying, "I think it's bad," but there's people worse than you. That's some people don't hear that. It's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's like so for example, let's say it like this, like the way that I see it is let's say that I start a career in actually let's do this. Let's say that I try to create a sorry, my mind is just going blank for a quick second. I had a perfect example and then it just disappeared. But I'm gonna relate it to me now. If someone who has never started a YouTube channel approaches me and is like, "You're doing it wrong," right? It's like, and then they refuse to listen or to acknowledge that their perspective might be a little skewed. That's bad ego, right? But like, for example, now if I show you an animation and you're like, "Oh, this isn't really working out, this posing isn't really 100% and this kind of stuff," and I'm like, no, you're wrong. It's like, who the hell am I to be telling you you're wrong? You're the one like that's the professional. You're the one that's actually gotten somewhere with what you're doing. You know what I mean in regards to that. So it's like that kind of ego, right? So I remember a while back when I first started trying to be a generalist. Like I was
ILM is looking
gaining
for
so
generalists
much.
right now, by the way.
Sorry?
ILM is looking for generalists right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, let me. I like something. Half of me wants to stay away from everything, and then half of me is like, but you can learn so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. I'll send you my reel and you put in a good word for me.
Actually, I
But
can refer if you want, but
oh, that'll damn. Okay, that I said it as a joke, and now I'm feeling a little anxious for the answer.
yeah, it's
But
there's a like a referral thing that you can like
oh,
fill
cool.
in.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Yeah, I'll probably create a reel for that. But I remember when I was first starting out, I had so much ego because of where I took my YouTube career that I thought it just instantly like without even noticing it, I was like it instantly translates. Like look, I can do 2D art. I can animate the same.
Hmm.
Only like 5 attempts later with many different companies that I had a good emphasis on had good relationship with. they're like, they're like, this isn't the quality or what we even wanted. What are you doing? You know, like, bro, I remember. So, like the marketing team for Insomniac, which now the guy that I have contact with, I think he took over Insomniac, by the way.
Wow.
So I patched this up, and you know I apologized a lot over this, but I remember when I was like, listen, give me the marketing, I will do the animations, I will do this and that and that, and then I animated this one scene, bless you, and then I
Thank you.
animated this one scene, and it was the most atrocious thing. Like, you know, it was Spider-Man like hanging on a wall, but like his hands weren't even like on the wall, and like his fingers were sliding, and his hand was sliding, and his shoulders were like moving. And then like the funniest thing is you can see in the shadow that his hand isn't even connecting.
Oh God.
And then without paying attention, I accidentally made the music a little too loud, which covered the voiceover, and then just everything just was not working.
And I would still say I don't know if that matters because have you seen the Venom marketing? Venom.
No, I have not actually.
I've seen that, and I was like, I remember like talking to you about how much these things pay, and I was just like, I don't understand the universe.
Oh, are you talking about the filters, like where Venom's face just
No, no,
pops
no,
up
no,
on
no,
people?
no. It's actually animated stuff. Venom Unleashed marketing.
Oh.
They add like memes to it. Like,
Really?
yeah, like you know, like they're carrying, you know, that meme one, like they're dancing and carrying a tomb, not a tomb. What's the words? Man, coffin.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a meme where they drop the coffin, and then Venom rolls in and says like "Hello, bitches," but it's just like awful. It's horrible.
Really, that sounds really bad.
There is so many of these, and that wait, was it not? Was it just Venom? Venom Fest, Venom movie, maybe. Those things became massive. It had like so many views. Oh yeah, here's one. Are you seeing this?
Yeah.
Dude, what is that? Like, I don't understand how this happens.
How many views does this have?
This has, how do I say, 6,000 likes. I don't know.
I got you. But like for an official thing, like that's not very much. Like those likes and those like those comments.
But that's
not
my
a
shot.
lot.
This is my shot. I don't know.
There's some lag going on, so I don't see your shot right away. Yeah,
Oh my god, these are
a lot
so
of these
bad.
marketing are so weird.
I don't understand. It's like
You want to know something? So like, there was like a little while back, when I was taking a little break from YouTube, I wanted to do marketing for like, I reached out to Goodbye Kansas. I think that's the VFX name for it.
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
It's a VFX company.
Oh, okay.
They did some shots for Spider-Man: Homecoming, I think.
Mhm.
Outside of the high school.
Okay.
Um,
The shocker scenes.
so no, it was like I think it was. All I can remember from that movie is it was in front of the school, and there were like school buses.
Okay.
So I reached out to them and a few other companies, including Houdini, and I was like, listen, I want to learn the VFX and the process. I have a lot of experience with social media. Let me handle your guys' social media, and I'll just interact with some of the artists and stuff.
Mhm.
A few of the companies talked. They were interested, not really, but kinda. And then every other company was like, nah, we don't really need that.
Mhm.
And now look at this stuff. You got that Venom marketing right there, and it's like, yeah, trust me, you do need a little bit of it.
Oh man,
Um,
it's I don't understand it at all. But I think that was like very successful because they did a thing for that Venom thing where like if you wrote a specific thing, it would play an animation, and then they didn't say what things you need to write, and then all the comment section is like filled with people trying,
mhm.
and then they fucking blew up.
Like no, like don't get me wrong. There's like that's clever because it forces engagement and will
Mm-hmm.
get a lot of it'll push the algorithm forward.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's also like on the other end, like
People don't actually care.
people don't actually care exactly.
Yeah.
So it's weird and like yeah, just like how Nada says, like how's that official? Like
Yeah.
this is a multi-million-dollar movie.
Yeah.
It's like
It's man,
that's
it's just like constantly getting hit with the small reminders of like no one gives a fuck. It's like okay, and then you go back to work. You just like take a breath. It's like oh, okay, all right, bye. This is why I'm worried about AI. Like the majority of people look at those reels and they don't see the difference. It's the same thing.
something actually. This is quite recently. I completely I just cut off myself from one particular company because they wanted to just use AI and fully replace all artists.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like and they are like they truly believe that the AI videos will replace the artists instead of give the artists that technology, and they can make something amazing. Um, so like
But
I
I would also say though like the artists are really stubborn, me
that's
included.
that's also a very big thing. Yeah.
I
Uh,
messaged a sponsor today, and I said like, hey, like this is like the eighth AI sponsorship you're asking. I don't want to do AI sponsorship. Like sorry, like thank you for like thinking of me and stuff, but they were like constantly sending me AI sponsorship, and I don't want to do it because I did one and I don't like the comments that video got. Like
what
people
was the
saying like
comments?
it was like oh, this is still like stealing other people's work and like all this and like just gonna do this, gonna do that, and I
Mm.
like because the I did it for Rodin AI, and Rodin
Uh,
AI sent me like a signed document saying that they trained their model on their own purchased data.
mhm.
And like whoever I say that to, they're like, okay, yeah, I'm sure that's true. Where is Rodin AI from? China? All right, cool story, bro. Bye. Like no one, no one believes it.
But like, to be fair, Ronin AI is actually Rodin.
Mm.
Anyways, the people responsible for Hyperhuman, um, they're actually very well known and quite respected. I think that
Mm.
they even have like deals with many different brands and companies around the world. So like those people are quite legit, but yeah, so, some of the other AI companies that are putting out some stuff are very questionable.
Yeah, I also think of it a bit of like a Pandora's box kind of thing. You know, like it's like great, like you put all these like rules and regulations on board, so like Disney can't train Superman to use for Sentry. Great, that's like an official thing. You're not gonna fucking stop anybody else who's on the internet. Like you're not gonna stop a 16-year-old fucking around online.
A
You know.
100%, 100%. Like, man, you want to know the real area of trouble regarding AI
Mm-hmm.
is when people. So like I worked with and I still do work with a few esports analysts, particularly female
Mm-hmm.
analysts, and you should see what some of the people create
Oh
with
the
AI.
oh man.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like you don't want to know so one of the requests that I got was if there's anything of me on you with AI, please
Mm-hmm.
remove it and don't tell me what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I do just a quick search online and like for example the one particular streamer that I told you about,
Mm-hmm.
the Dota one.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, the amount of stuff that I found for her was ridiculous, and I'm like, this is making me uncomfortable because like she's a childhood friend too, so
Oh
it's like,
jeez.
yeah. So that's a real problem and an issue in privacy. You know,
Yeah, but yes, that is a real problem and that does suck. But then there's also videos of like Trump saying shit that he didn't actually say, and like he says
yeah,
a lot of
or
crazy
like Joe
shit.
Rogan,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh
or
yeah,
Joe
yeah.
Rogan
Oh my god,
endorsing,
those like ads, Joe Rogan.
yeah,
Like, have you heard about this? Did you see this? Like, we just to everything. Fucking everyone who's famous, like promoting all these like fucking Timu products. That's like, dude, have you heard about this? Have you seen this? It's like a lemon grinder for £2. I'm sponsoring this thing.
the funniest one that I saw was like it was advertising like a male pill,
Okay.
and like it was by like let me see, I think it was by Theo Vaughn, and
Oh,
like
okay.
there are like so many jokes behind it, and it was just like really bad. And like the thing is, like it was just a picture of him and his lips were semi moving with his voice over it. It was ridiculous.
Oh man, but it's fucking scary, man.
It's terrifying. Yeah.
God damn. Fuck, man. I don't know. I don't know, like what the future is gonna be like, and I'm still like struggling to find tools to use for animators at the same time too. Like every now and then, I think like okay, like let me be open minded. Let me look at like some tools, maybe someone made for animators. But like that's a horrible term to search, because all you get is, do you never animate? Can you not animate a single fucking shit? Now you can do movie quality stuff with just a single click, and it's like no, you cannot.
Yeah, yeah.
But
No,
also, it's
yeah, no,
also
that's
like not what I'm
really bad.
looking for, you know.
Oh, 100%. But right now they announced a or there's been demos shared of an AI tool that does mocap through specifically video. So the mocap AI that I was talking about, there is some effort that needed to go into it. The one that I did a quick test with, I think
Mm-hmm.
it was Sandman.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but like there's a new one out that's just like even if someone is hiding behind someone else, the AI itself can like recognize it
Mm.
and animate it. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, see,
It's really interesting.
that's actually sounds pretty good to be honest. But again, like I know that also destroys people's livelihoods. But for an animator, that's great because who fucking loves, like transferring mocap data. Fuck that.
Oh, 100%. But you know something like uh with what was the company that shut down what was it, today or yesterday?
NPC.
MPC. Wait, it was MPC? I
Yeah.
thought it was Technicolor.
Technicolor owns MPC, Mill, and some other thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's just terrifying. With
You know,
these companies
Bjorn went to
closing.
Korea for that, and now he has to come back. And he moved out of his like
Really?
flats and everything. Yeah. And this is the
But I
second
thought-
time this is happening to Bjorn, man.
Oh man, that's ridiculous. But
First
I thought
time
that
was with MPC, now with Mill.
but does Bjorn have other options? Actually, I can mention that later, or we can talk about that later, or I'll just shoot him a text. I hope that
Yeah.
he's good though.
Yeah, I think so. I hope so. It's so recent. He's trying to figure things out. But yeah, it's. I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure he will land. Like he's not gonna have a problem, career-wise, with his amount of like skill and experience. But it's just, Anyway, we'll talk about that later. It
Yeah,
sucks
yeah.
basically. Yeah.
But take a quick look at the link that I sent you. It's like this is 3D AI camera tracking, but also like it actually does incorporate character motion, and you can transfer character motion to your own models.
It also does camera.
Yeah,
That is quite cool. And can it bake it to is this making a mesh that moves, or does it understand joints?
no, it understands joints, and you can move it onto your own models.
See, I would love this. Give me this.
Yeah, but now let me ask you regarding like what's to stop people from taking your Spider-Man animation and just adding maybe one or two extra things on it?
Sorry, what did you say?
I said, like, what's stopping people from taking, like, for example, like, let's say one of your official works for Spider-Man,
Mm-hmm.
and just taking it, claiming it's theirs, while adding just one or two more things.
Oh yeah, because you can put video data, you can put my animations in it too.
Exactly. So, like, AI is like really a double-edged sword, but now if companies would use their own animation resources to train these models, like they'll cut out most of the animators themselves. But let's say with you,
Well,
like
with this, they will. Well, I don't know actually. I mean, they can reuse their own stuff, I suppose.
yeah, but then they'll cut out the artists that made that stuff.
Yeah, because they don't need them to do it again.
Exactly. But like for you, let's say that you train a model on your own animation style, right? Because once this is out, soon you'll be like, people would be able to take it a step further, and then even a step further, and then before you know it, you just type out what you want, and
Yeah.
suddenly it has a SARP style.
Whew. Thank you for the subscription, an anonymous user. Thank you, an anonymous user. Thank you for the sub. Thank you. I tried to do like a thumbs up and a point, and I did like a Turkish swear word thing. Sorry about that.
I thought that you just flicked off the camera real quick.
Yeah, I couldn't decide like index finger or thumbs up, so I did like this. Which this is like a bad thing in Turkey. I got another. Hey, thank you, Jay. Thank you for the subscription. God damn. Yeah. So what were you saying, Amjad?
But
Oh my God,
basically
hype
what I'm
train.
saying, that more people are subbing. Get it.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, as one thing comes out, more and more things are gonna come out where you'll be able to take your own stuff and train and basically create an animation with very limited energy, or very limited like limited time to basically do everything.
I love that you chose the word energy, and I just imagined myself with like chips on my stomach, lying down on the couch, and going to Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Spider-Man jumping with Black Cat. No kids. Not much energy. Yeah.
Not much energy at all. But like, um, with
Thank you,
with
Jay. Thank you. Just trying to hype people to give me money. That's awesome.
come on, everyone. I want you guys to know that that Prime is free. Prime subscriptions is free. So open up that subscription, press that Prime sub, and
Oh my
and
god,
then
is that what
support
I'm
Prime.
supposed to be doing?
Yeah,
Oh god.
basically. Like after one sentence, I just want everyone to remember that Prime memberships are free, are available.
Thank you so much, Berk. Berk also subbed. Ah, that's
Oh,
great.
and we got five subscriptions. Thank you so much. Now everyone remember, Prime subscriptions are free.
You know that like subscription that you pay to Amazon with money, that's actually free.
Oh,
So
100%. You go into the subscribe, you press that little box that says Prime subscription, and it's free.
like and subscribe and give me your money. You know?
Nope, I need to remind you guys, it's free.
Yeah.
Just constantly do that.
Back
By the way,
accidentally gave a sub to another friend of mine.
oh, nice. um, by the way, side note, the thing is so fun to play in Marvel
Yes.
Rivals.
I'm loving it. So I have this friend that I actually back just gave a subscription to. He's just like he's a programmer and is like insanely good at like any game he remotely touches. And he was immediately like, "Thing is fucking shit. It's the worst piece of shit ever." And I was like, "I don't think it's shit." And then we started playing together, and he always gets MVP every single fucking game. I got all the MVPs with Ting. And every time I was like, "What's up? What's up, Lana? How's it going?"
Nah, he's super fun. I was expecting to like the Human Torch more, but the
Mhm.
thing is where it's at.
Yeah, I mean I like the Human Torch too. It really feels a role that I didn't know that was needed, which is like a shotgun flyer. Very interesting concept. I don't think I've ever seen that in any game before. To have like a flying distance character to have a shotgun, it creates a really interesting playstyle. It's very like literal like glass cannon. Let me smash my face on the ground and try to shotgun this guy before he kills me.
Oh no, 100%. But my one issue is why wasn't Johnny Storm's ultimate just flame on?
Yeah, he's not saying flame on at all. Yeah,
Yeah,
that is,
I was like, that's
that is
such a
crime.
lost. It really is. It really is. But you want to know what else is a crime?
Also, he's not
For
doing
everyone
he's
watching,
saying
not to
supernova.
subscribe through Prime.
Oh
Because
wow,
Prime is available and
guys,
free for
did you
everyone.
know? Wait, let me. I wish I had like a button to go like. And today, oh wait, what was the thing? This guy I'm watching, he does this thing. Like I'm watching like his content, and then he goes like, hey guys, I noticed something very interesting. Maybe you will like shed a light on it. 70% of the people watching this video right now is not subscribed. Meanwhile, I have like 7 people watching, and they're all subscribed.
So I noticed an extra person came in. Remember, Prime membership is available and free for everyone.
I remember the first days of the stream where like the guys like Diego, Berai, Zintor, Jay, they were like very aggressively promoting me. Like whenever someone would say hi, they were like, "Oh my god, subs to fucking subscribe right now!" Like and they would like start spamming the chat. Like everyone's like, "Subscribe right now!" Like give them money side to bitch.
A lot of people were like, "What is happening right now?"
Yeah, I think because like one time I asked them because we didn't have this like chat set up before, and what would happen is like somebody would say come, like somebody would come and like say hi. By the time I saw the message from the voice chat and reacted to it, he would already leave. So like our goal was to not lose those people who like pop in for a second save, but it was just like attack. A new person, destroy.
You want to know what everyone should destroy? The Amazon Prime subscription button.
Great. Smash that. Smash that Amazon. Smash that. Log into Amazon.com and then go into your like Prime settings and then smash.
Yeah, so everyone who is not subscribed, know that on that button down there, there's the subscription. You click it. There's the Prime box. Click that. Free subscription.
Every time you don't subscribe with Amazon Prime, an animator dies. And this is how AI wins, guys. You can stop it right here, right now. Click that sub button.
So you're telling me that we're promoting AI by not subscribing to SARP?
Yes,
Quite
exactly. This is literally all the problems with AI. You guys are doing it turns into like an aggressive thing. It's like your fucking fault, content. The rest of the stream is like me yelling at everyone.
But congratulations, you almost got to your subscription goal.
Oh, nice. Sweet.
Well played, but shame on those people who have seen the Amazon
no.
Prime subscription but have not subscribed.
No, it's all cool. Thank you guys. Hey Jamal, is there no animators don't die? Yeah. How's it going, Jamal? Are you doing anything cool? How's your comic going? I don't really like this animation, but I'm gonna go with my latest and greatest skill that I obtained last year. You just say good enough and move on. This is the skill, like the one skill that is not obtainable in the VFX industry. If you go into VFX, this is not what you're gonna learn.
Hey, your good enough is my masterpiece, so we'll leave it at that.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm just gonna like stop doing. I don't want to like keep fiddling forever. I'm gonna make it land, and then I'm gonna be a happy person. That's the plan.
Did you get a chance to check out Better Man?
What was better, man?
The new movie by Weta.
Oh no, I haven't.
It's
Fuck! I really want to watch that.
really
Let me try to write it down somewhere and forget it immediately. That's
Like, I have to say, like, I know that Apes won Best VFX or Best VFX character, but there's some shots in Better Man that are just an absolute masterpiece. Like, just like the lighting, the VFX work, the animation, just like man. You know, like whenever I think like, you know, I'm kind of past the you know, I'm like, all right, you know, character animation, I'm gonna take a step away. Suddenly, you know, you see something that just pulls you back in.
I'm doing some really finicky pixel fucky stuff at work right now, and it's so weird that I missed it. You know, because I was animating that
Well, you
submarine.
missed it, really.
I was animating the submarine for so long, man. Like I'm right now, like I can't tell what project I'm on, but I'm doing like tiny, like a flinch in and bottom eyelids left sides. You know, I'm enjoying it for the first time in my life, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so fun. You know what I like about it? It's not a fucking submarine. That's I think that's the selling point for me.
Fair. But like, you know something that I would just personally love to see you animate, like something in Secret Level. Like, have you seen the Warhammer episode?
Yeah, that was super cool. So you
Like-
want me to do like a violent thing?
Yeah, no, I like it because listen, all right, and I can easily tell you this from things that have not been released. and I don't know if they ever will be released. But your sense of like dynamic action, I'm talking
Stuff we
about
didn't
that.
release.
Yeah,
Okay.
stuff that we didn't release. Your sense of dynamic action is so ridiculously good in animation because actually you haven't actually seen the one Naruto thing that you did for yeah. So you never actually saw the finalized version.
I
The
haven't.
finalized version was the finalized version was I'd say 90% complete before that video was canceled.
Oh.
But let me tell you something. There's a scene where the run animation that you did where it starts to speed up, it's done in a forest, and the forest was done all in Unreal using like the most realistic resolution stuff. And Damon, the guy that worked on the Superman stuff, he did that so beautiful and amazing, and like the motion blur was just increasing everything's amplitude, making it so much more dynamic. Man, I'm very upset that that video never released, but I want to see
That'd be
you
cool
do
to
like
see.
that dynamic action stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I love the dynamic action stuff, but yeah, fuck. Maybe the Avengers thing, you know, when the. See, I don't know if that's the. What do you think? Do you think that's like the right video to do? The. Like the storyboard of the Avengers with Spider-Man.
So what I think is that it shouldn't be the storyboard. I think that there should just be one scene, which is the one where Cap is running through and Spider-Man is swinging across. I think that you should animate Spider-Man because like, you know, you're like you're the best animator there, and that's gonna be the focus. And everyone should animate the henchman trying to get to Cap, because with that, you know, like you don't, the community itself doesn't doesn't like kind of forget about a project or leave, or someone just doesn't want to do something and then just disappears, and then like the project has a weird gap. But also they get to interact with your animation in a way where like they see their work while also having impact on the video itself, and they basically learn like what is it, like junior animators do, or would that be like a little bit more mid?
No, because of the contact of the impact, you would have to, like, whoever's doing Spider-Man would have to do that in an actual. I mean, if it was an actual movie shot, the whole thing would be done by the same animators, unless it was like super long. And if it was super long, they would like cut it at some point and like stitch it to separate animators, but then they would have to match the everything in the right frame. I had a friend who worked in Age of Ultron way before I like got into this world, and I was like so jealous of him, and he kept like telling me like, no man, you don't understand, it was like awful. It wasn't like an animation job. I just did like random Ultron bots and stuff like that. And then like, now I understand there are some shots that I think because the company he was working on wasn't a company that could do like a high detail animation, so they just gave them shots that only had the Ultron robots, and they were like mostly mocaps. So that company's work on the movie was just that. So, but yeah, we can do what you said. I would just have to give some like animation feedback on like the impacts and stuff like that. Well, we could do something like that.
Yeah, because I think going down that direction would be a little bit better for everyone. Because like the main concern is always like, you know, are they gonna finish it, and how fast does it need to be, right? Like if you're planning to do it over a weekend,
Yeah.
you know, like you can't expect someone to animate the Hulk and actually like make something look solid.
Yeah.
Because also another big thing, you want it to look solid too. You know, you don't just want it to be like any, you know, just quick animated thing that looks choppy and weird.
Yeah. Yeah, man, we should really like thinking of like cool, like dynamic action sequences. This Spider-Man versus Iron Man thing,
Mhm.
I think that was like quite dynamic. That's still.
It was extremely dynamic, and like by the way, I was thinking about that yesterday. I'm like, we should definitely actually like a lot of the animations already done for that, right?
Well,
Like,
two shots are done for that.
is it?
Is it how many
Oh, I
shots
thought it was a lot of
did?
it.
I'm trying to remember. Oh no, there's more than two shots. I think there's the chasing shot is done, and then there's like a falling down shot. I think like the most complex ones I started with, and they're done. Although there is all this like tendril stuff in it that's
Like the
never
tendril stuff, I've been working a little bit with Houdini for the tendril stuff, but also I know for a fact Damon would absolutely adored that shot.
doing tendril stuff.
Yeah,
Mm.
Damon. Don't forget he does the videos for Side Effects Brazil
Oh, cool.
YouTube. Yeah, yeah. So like he's do you want to for one of the YouTubers that I was working with, like they do like the same kind of stuff as Jalex. They were asking me about potential animators, and I actually recommended you for this shot. Let me Naruto opening. I think it's 16. 1 second. It's gonna take me a second to find the shot. But they wanted to do a Naruto shot. It's right here, 13. Give me a second to find it.
Hi Nota, see you later Nota.
So from 42 to 55. I'll send it to you in a second. Alright. So I just sent it to you. It's second 42 to 55. I recommended you for this because like it's super limited on YouTube. Like a lot of people aren't doing this kind of stuff, so it'll be nasty.
Okay, let me see what you're talking about. Ooh, from the actual anime. What's the time you said?
42 to 55. Dynamic.
Yeah, but I can like set like that one is basically just a camera.
Uh,
You know, there's nothing else to do there, and then there's like the flip.
One, but yeah, I recommended you.
Cool, thanks for that.
Oh no, don't mention it. But yeah, like the thing is, like, I just like I would love in live action to see like a super dynamic shot. Like I can't think of any particular shots right now. Oh,
Amazing Spider-Man 2. Amazing Spider-Man
Amazing.
2, I would say like the one that like gets close to anime level dynamic shots. Like that fucking electro fight.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah,
fight
yeah.
at
Actually,
the
the
end.
electro chase, that one, that
The
one
Green
was super
Goblin
dynamic.
chase at the end, like half climbing, half jumping, and like doing stuff. Man, that like the beginning too, the fucking chasing after the. Although that's not like crazy pushed, like a crazy, like a foreshadowed anime thing. The beginning part, but that was also like amazing.
Like bring that back, right? Like, look, I don't like Tom Holland's Spider-Man. He's good. He's not my favorite. You know, some shots are solid, but it's like I don't feel like he's spidery enough. You know what I mean? Like
Marvel,
I don't.
Marvel does movies differently. That's like that is not
Yeah.
the concern. In any
Yeah, but
Marvel
it's like,
movie, it's like it either has to be a story point or it has to be like fan service. If it doesn't check those marks, they don't care. So this swinging shot at the end of No Way Home is finally they did it. after like I don't know how many times fans were crying out, "Why is this fucking Spider-Man movies is not ending with like a
Without,
swinging shot?"
yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah.
I'm sure like Marvel didn't even know what the fuck a swinging shot is. They
Mhm.
they finally did it for that, and then it become like the most popular costume, even though like we never even fucking seen the costume yet.
Yep, yep. And like like the shot itself was so short though.
Yeah, and it wasn't
You know.
that crazy either because man, it's what you want is what I want, but it's not like part of me is saying that it would be amazing it would if it was done, but then I'm doing like a bit of an ego check and thinking like there could be a reason why it's like never fucking done. Because if you go to like Asia and look at like Chinese movies and stuff, or like Indian movies, it's suddenly done a lot. You know, like crazy dynamic cameras that like foreshadowed shots, like someone like running in super speed and like stuff around, like morphs around, and they jump and they fly around and do those like crazy stuff, and it immediately looks like a game cinematic.
No, that's true. That's true. But like, you know, there's other scenes that are just as dynamic. In my personal opinion, there's one scene in No Way Home that to me was one of the most badass scenes, and I found it dynamic, which was the Goblin versus Peter fight in the apartment.
That was, I think, that was emotional.
That was emotional, mixed with a little bit of dynamic shots too, like
Pushing him under
don't
the
get
ground and stuff like that. He gets pushed off, webs him. They switch around. There was like a lot of cool stuff like that. Yeah,
exactly. Exactly, but like also, I really do think that
but
they
it's
need to
still
emphasize.
it's still not fucking Amazing Spider-Man 1 where he like crawls around lizards.
That was one of the greatest
You
shots
know,
that I
it's
still think about till today.
man. I think like that's just like that doesn't fit Marvel. It's not realistic, and they have this like ultimate comic esque fixation with making it realistic, even though like it's clearly not realistic. But like they keep trying to make everything grounded. And I was talking to Berk about this the other day. We were like trying to match up like the superhero idea with like different concepts, and it just kept not working. Like superhero in Lord of the Rings, it doesn't work because you would just like in a medieval world you would just assume that's probably like a wizard or something, or like superhero in an alien world, and like there's all these different aliens with like weird abilities anyway, so it doesn't really feel like a superhero thing. And then we realized that the whole superhero concept only works if it starts like, what if in our world, in our limitations, this guy wasn't in the limitation. You know, it's always like every time like the superhero idea works, like Invincible or Boys or like Marvel and DC and stuff, like it's modern world, our world. It's it could be you, you know. It same limitations with the buildings as the one guy can fly. He can shoot lasers out of his eyes and stuff. And I think because of that, they keep trying to maybe this like a secret code for like everything in Marvel. They have that maybe they're constantly trying to make sure the movies are like grounded. It's real, like real people. Everything is normal. This guy is normal.
Yeah, but like the funniest thing about them trying to force that is it hasn't been working. Like, you know, so like look, all of like every single Marvel movie that has come out since after Endgame, with the exclusion of Guardians, right, has all been like no one cared about it, right? Those movies don't have any heart. They don't have any writing anymore.
But
So
wait,
maybe
you're talking about Black Panther 2,
Black Panther 2 was a horrible movie.
Ant-Man Quantumania.
Eternals.
No. The Eternals is like, see, that's the thing. Like people always say, like since Endgame, fucking Marvel movies suck, but except No Way Home, oh fuck, and then there's like Guardians and there's this and there's that. But it hasn't been like constantly shit, but it's been more shit than not.
Yeah, but like even with the new Captain America movie.
I haven't seen it yet.
I gotcha. I got that. Then I won't say anything regarding that. Like,
Okay.
look, I have hopes. I have hopes for the Thunderbolts. I know a
Really,
lot of people don't.
I
I know a lot of
don't.
people don't. But
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 it's I
but
think
I'm
it's
hoping for
great
something.
that I don't have hope. I love that I don't have hope. I love that like I'm
But
not
isn't
gonna be
that bad?
going. No, I like it's good because like I love that I'm not going into Thunderbolt, uh, hoping they're not gonna fuck up my favorite hero. You know,
True. True.
that's nice. You know, I
Yeah, but
and I also assume I'm not gonna like it because I don't necessarily like any of those characters. I like some of the actors, but I don't care about those guys at all.
same. That's why I'm kind of looking. I'm looking forward to it having a chance to change up the bullshit. But like now I have tons and tons and tons of hope for the new James Gunn Superman movie.
Mhm.
You know, I was feeling weird about the trailer,
See
to be
that
honest with you.
that's gonna be I think the thing that we were talking about because he seems to have said like fuck it to the Marvel realism thing because that thing
Mhm.
does not look real. It looks almost like animated, like it almost like looks like an animation. It feels very stylized, the colors and everything, and it feels cartoony and very
You want to
colorful
know?
and bright. So I think it's like I think it's gonna be cool, but I also feel like it's gonna be a little bit more childlike, if that makes
More
sense.
comic booky, more hope,
Yeah, yeah,
more. Yeah, that's what I want.
yeah.
Right,
But
but like,
I think it's also gonna like maybe not feed some of the like because most of these Marvel movies the kids still enjoy it, but they're not just for kids.
true.
I feel like that one might be a little bit like what's that like latest Star Wars thing that came out.
Skeleton Crew.
Yeah, I liked it, but
Uh,
that's a kids show.
But you want to know something? Watching Creature Commandos gave me full. Listen, James Gunn never did me wrong.
Yeah, true.
You know, so watching Creature Commandos just reestablished my faith in him. Creature
Hmm.
Commandos, it was phenomenal. Did you check it out, or did you not get a
I
chance to?
I watched most of it, but I didn't finish the whole thing. Hi Joe, hi Jay, and Bark says Man of Steel had some dynamic shots, which is true. It
It
did,
did, but
and I
but
loved it.
Man of Steel, that final fight scene was literally just taken from an anime.
Yes, not anime. It was like literal Saturday morning cartoon. The fucking like throwing, grabbing someone's cape, making a spin, throwing, and then goes like boom, 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 boom through the buildings. Like I've that's Justice League. That's fucking
No, no, there's an
Superman.
actual anime frame by frame it's taken
Oh
from.
really?
Yeah, let me
Oh my
see.
god.
Steel anime. Uh, let me
With
see
a
if I can
cape?
find it. It was like Bunny something, right? Does
Oh,
anyone
Bunny and
remember?
Tiger.
Hmm.
Is that Bunny and Tiger? They're like superhero people.
Uh, I don't remember. It was a long time. Birdie versus um, Nataru, I think. Birdie the Mighty. Yeah, it's from Birdie the Mighty. Let me see if I can find. There was a video that was side by side.
Interesting.
Mighty. Here we go. Let me see if this is it. Yep. Which, in my opinion, Birdie the Mighty actually did it more justice.
Did you send it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's some of the scenes, but a lot of it is side by side. So they show you the actual scene and then they cut to the anime.
I mean, so far I wouldn't say this is like taken from it. Like when I watched this, I felt like I've seen these shots a million times, and I love that. Like Justice
Mhm.
League had that too, and like I don't I wouldn't say this is like copying it, because
Maybe
it's the
paying an
same.
homage would be better.
Yeah, it's the same thing that's happening. Like how many times did this happen? Like two
True.
superpowered people fighting, throwing each other into buildings and stuff. But like that's the thing that like I loved in that movie, where it was like it did feel like, oh my god, finally I get to see like a full blown fucking, it's not just
Mhm.
bullets bouncing and like someone standing cool. It's just like, no, like it's a crazy superpowered people fighting, like going all out, which uh,
But
which I love.
you know something. I just want to mention one more thing real quick.
Mhm.
Uh, Zack Snyder, in my opinion, is one of the best visual effects directors, but he should never put pen to a paper. His writing is atrocious.
Mm. You hate Man of Steel.
I don't think that the writing is good.
I didn't hate
Not at
that
all.
movie, but I hated it's unnecessary edgy everything he does.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Like that shot of like breaking Zod's neck is just like I feel
Then,
like like imagine like the next Superman movie is coming out, right? And then they said like, Amjad, you're gonna be like directing, writing the next Superman movie. I think when that happens to a lot of people, what they feel like this is my opportunity to add something to this mythos, to be part of it, to have like done
like,
something. Because like if you think of stuff like Harley Quinn and like Gwen Stacy and things like that, like there's moments where like people do an actual change, you know
mhm.
and I think because of that, they all fucking start spazzing out. Let's change the character completely. Let's make him do something entirely different. And it just like goes spirals out
Oh,
after that.
100%. 100%. But the issue with Zack Snyder is he was talking about this and he made a joke about it. Zack Snyder said the same thing in
Oh yeah, I
essence
heard
that
that.
Zeb Wells said about the Spider-Man comic. Yeah, he's like, they told me Batman doesn't shoot, Superman doesn't kill. I'm gonna make both of them do that.
Yeah, I know about
There's an
that.
interview that you can see about that.
Yeah,
Like, come
and
on, man.
he's so proud of it. It's
That's what I'm saying. Like, why be like? That's not the essence of the character. You see, I don't understand why video game review companies don't bring in gamers, right? Directors. Actually, no, not directors. Producers. Just bring comic book lovers that love, yeah, that are producers.
yeah, I think that's still not like washed out in
Yeah,
the old timey Hollywood yet, where like the idea of like they don't know shit. We're the big time guys. They're the small town guys.
yeah, but it's like it's costing them billions of dollars, though. Like, there's a
But
reason no one's looking forward to Marvel movies anymore, or a
see,
lot of them.
what do you think made Marvel movies so good?
For me, it was always the story and the visuals.
I mean, story and the visual was great, but it wasn't like the only person that did that. I think what made MCU amazing is the continuity at that level, and they kept
Hmm.
it, and they didn't
Yeah.
fuck it up, and they didn't change the actors every movie, and then the different director that came in didn't ignore what happened before. They didn't like fuck it up like Star Wars. They were like, no, this is
Mhm.
like one concrete thing, and we're gonna like keep this going. And the other thing that I think that made it amazing was that I wanted to make a video about this. I wrote so much about this, like why I think like Iron Man 1 is amazing.
It
Because
is so good. Yeah. It still holds up really nice to
yeah,
till today, by the way.
I watched it very recently, and
Same.
it's the every type of art is like a communication,
Hmm.
and it's like someone telling you something in like a visual way, and that movie tells me like, hey man, like I know you fucking love comics, I know you love this shit, like what, check this
Yeah.
out. And it's like, oh my god, Like every shot in that movie is like, but Iron Man suiting up and then a fucking mask shutting down is like, hey man, like look, this is Tony Stark. Ching,
Yeah.
it's fucking Iron Man now, and it's just, and all these like little Easter eggs before the culture of like we need to have like 1,000 Easter eggs and everything was like again director like telling me, hey man, like hey you, like specifically you in the audience, like I know like these guys don't know about this, but I know you know, like I wanted to add this in here because I know you're gonna get this, and like this is like a little thing for you, and that was so beautiful that
Hmm.
it generated this like horde of people who got into superheroes just because of the movies. All these people
Yeah.
who never cared about like superheroes suddenly became like fans, and I think that's amazing. But
Hmm.
then what happened is because it got so big, now they, with the budget they have now, they can no longer just whisper into my ear. They have to whisper into every single living person's ear, and then it's shit.
I just want
It's
to make two quick comments. The first thing that I highly dislike about every single Marvel movie is they kill off the villain.
yeah, I hate that too. I fucking hate
It's
that.
like,
Yeah,
man, like leave room open for Thanos to
yeah,
face Doom. You know what I mean? Like imagine if Thanos came face to face with like Robert Downey Jr.'s Doom.
yeah. I don't
It's
know
like
why that they made that choice.
because they're failing. They needed to bring something back that was recognizable that'll bring people's
No, no, but
uh
I don't know why Marvel has been like killing off their superheroes, supervillains.
I thought that you were talking about the Robert Downey Jr. choice.
Oh no.
Um, Also, secondly, I love the fact that you're just animating without having too much trouble now. Yes, it's beautiful to see.
I'm having still a little bit trouble. Like this wouldn't like when I animate Crowley in Maya, I would have like done like 5 animations by now, and I'm like still trying to make a landing animation, but it's working. It's going.
It is working. It's looking good too.
Thanks.
But altogether, like, just putting a quick pause on the Marvel movie. Like, I'm excited to see you branch out and like everything that you're gonna do and that you're already doing in front and behind the scenes. I know that you're gonna crush it and kill it. So,
Oh,
you know,
thanks.
so it's super exciting to see. And also, I really cannot wait for once you get down Unreal. You know, you start playing around with a little bit of lighting. You know,
Yeah,
and like a little bit of a flare here, some bam there.
yeah, man. That
You know,
that's on my list because I keep like going back and forth with like this production mode and like self improvement mode, and every time I do the self improvement mode, I think like okay, now is production mode time because now I no longer need to self improve, and then I just end up like back here is like no, I just have to continue self improving, and one of the things that I want to break is, I mean, I tried a little bit last year and it helped a lot, but then I didn't push it as hard. It's like I keep telling myself I suck at colors. I don't do render. I don't do shading. I keep saying this over and over and over again. I was like actually trying, and it was really like working in ILM and understanding the hierarchy of the VFX structure that really made me think more about the comp and the render side of it. Because like if you wanna have your own story, you need to have an understanding of the whole thing, which my whole
exactly.
life, every reward that I've gotten was because like I said no to that and just did one thing really well, and now I feel like I'm in a different place where I need to. Maybe it's because of YouTube. That's. Oh, but by the way, let me read the chat real quick. I think it was just making a good movie, writing characters relatable to during a time where every superhero was a cringe, lacked quality, or was just low effort. That's
That's true. There's a
yeah,
lot of there. Yeah.
yeah. I mean that definitely like the X-Men movies were like so much done on a perspective of like, oh, these fucking guys who read comics don't know shit. Let me show you how to do a movie. It's like Jesus fucking Christ. Uh, there was no continuity when Iron Man, Captain America to come out. Those movies made what tomorrow? What is it? There was continuity in those back at the end of
At the end of Iron Man
Nick
was the
Fury
guy from
comes.
the Hulk, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Iron Man ends with Tony Stark talking to um, General Ross. who was from the Hulk. The only continued to like there was like tiny continued fuck ups. One is that the actor who played Hulk changed. You know, Edward Norton. They had to leave because he was crazy during the shooting of Hulk, and then the Rhodey changed. Uh, and Captain America had continuity because, and I'm trying to remember, Cap's shield we saw in Iron Man 2. There had to be a connection. Oh, there was the scene in Hulk where like Hulk finds Captain America under the ice or some shit like that, but that's been cut.
There's doesn't well Nick Fury shows up at the end of
True. Yeah, there you go. That connects it. It was always so clearly gonna be like Avengers. You know, like they didn't have to say it. It was there.
yeah.
If they, Berg says, if they kill Doom, I will write. I will guarantee you they will kill Doom. Berg. Robert Downey Jr. is not gonna like keep doing like 55 of these. Like you will like pop out, get like head blown up, and moving on.
Just like Deadpool, he's gonna keep working till he's 90.
Yeah, yeah. Ah, I fucking hate that too. Like, man, I love in No Way Home, Venom comes into the MCU and just fucking leaves. And I always like imagine
Made no
that
sense
in my
to me.
head. No, I love that because in my mind, Sony choked Marvel to death to add all these fucking villains and all these like previous Sony properties and like jam it all into this fucking movie and destroy the future of the Tom Holland Spider-Man because he's never gonna meet anyone he doesn't know. We're never gonna see a Doc Ock in MCU. We're not gonna see a Green Goblin in MCU. We're not gonna see an Electro, Sandman. All his villains wasted in one movie. But in return, I think Kevin Feige just like held up those like shitty Venom franchise and went like, fuck, like with the fucking baseball bat, shut it right out of MCU. I was like, no, we're not fucking doing that. And I was like, that's great. Like, that's great to see that even though they do like tongue-in-cheek stuff, but they're still trying to keep MCU clean because all these shit is so corrupt, there's continuity errors and all this fucking stuff. And then they kept Hugh Jackman, and I'm like, okay. So like, I guess I was living in this like universe where like I believed all these things in my head while I thought like they actually cared and stuff. And no, like the fucking weird X-Men time travel weird continuity crap is now part of MCU. It's
Also, I do have to say, the major thing that I really dislike is the timelines. Like, I think it's such a cop out
the
as
what?
to like not like it's such a cop out
In
as to
Endgame.
like not. No. Like the timelines that's happening right now. Like, you know, like you find. Like, for example, I'm trying to think of one movie that's like in a different timeline and then they introduce it into something else.
They did it with Black Widow and Captain America, which both flopped.
Yeah,
Captain Marvel,
yeah.
sorry,
Like,
Captain Marvel.
yeah, and-
what the
and it's
fuck
like-
was that Marvel's movie? Like,
I didn't even bother to watch that. Honestly, that was one of
You-
the movies that I'm
you
just
should
like,
watch it because there's a kitten sequence and it's just fucking amazing. Just for that,
Listen.
you should watch it. It's really cool.
Can we all agree that the greatest superhero movie is easily Madam Web? Can we all agree
we
on
watched that together on the stream. We did like a Discord thing to watch it together.
I gotcha.
Man.
Thank God I wasn't present.
Ugh, that's. I've seen Craven too, which is just boring, and like bad made. It feels like a fan made short, but it's super long.
Oh yeah. But like, you know something? I know a lot of people didn't like the Eternals, and I also didn't like a lot of aspects of the Eternals.
I don't hate Eternals. I think it
Yeah.
didn't bother with
but I've
Immortals. What's Immortals? Maybe Jamal means Eternals.
Maybe. But my biggest issue is
It had nothing to do
look,
with MCU.
it had nothing to do with the MCU. It wasn't even mentioned until
Yeah.
far later, right? And I just don't like movies where creatures are the villains.
I mean, I get what you're saying,
No,
but
that's a personal take. I don't know.
No,
how people
I understand what you mean, but they were also the villain. You know, that was like the plot in that movie. Where like
Yeah, yeah.
they were all the thing. But
True.
to me, the biggest thing is like you do a full Marvel universe from like the Dark Ages, and like this is a whole thing built around fucking Easter eggs and all this crap and like ancient Egypt, no apocalypse, fucking Greek, no Hercule, anything like that. It's just like they went through the whole history of MCU without like mentioning fucking anyone, any old story, any time travel shenanigans, like nothing. It's just like before the fucking first Iron Man movie, nothing fucking happened. Which I mean, there's the Captain Marvel thing. But I think that's like the oldest superhero now, I guess. Right? Oh no, Captain America would be older than that.
Well,
Because
technically,
that was in 80s.
technically, since the X-Men is now canon, technically it'll be Apocalypse.
But that didn't happen in this universe. Fuck off. But it would be amazing to see like a nod to Apocalypse in that, you know.
Yeah.
It had like fucking nothing. Icarus was great. Dude, Marvel said the best subplot that would have made Carol redeem herself, but no, they chose to make a reality TV show story instead. Oh yeah. Man, I can't believe you fucking remember that back. I don't even remember that anymore.
You know,
there was a whole destroyer plot. I don't know if you. I mean, you said you haven't watched it, but Captain Marvel basically ends the civilization outside, like out of the
Really?
edit. Yeah, in between the two movies, and that's like the reason why she doesn't really come to Earth and doesn't really give much fuck about the Earth, because she fucks up big time off screen, and like her life mission becomes to like fix that.
Not my cup of tea, honestly. But there's damn it, I had something in my mind that I was gonna mention. I lost it. But
Sorry.
what I want to see, honestly, for the upcoming Spider-Man movie, is I want a Spider-Man who's down on his luck.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like one of my favorite scenes. Oh, actually, I remember what I was originally gonna say, but I'll get to it in a second.
I have
One
a
of my
Spider-Man
favorite
speech
scenes.
too after yours.
I gotcha. One of my favorite scenes in Spider-Man was specifically at the end, sorry, No Way Home, when he was about to go approach Mary Jane, and then he saw what was it, like the scratch on her neck or
Oh yeah.
on her cheek or something, and then he had that tear. Like that to me was like a Spider-Man moment that I haven't
Yeah.
really gotten from those movies
Yeah, it's.
very much.
I mean, because of the whole mind wipe thing, it's like it. I think that movie had like so much stuff that we love in it that we somehow love the most convoluted fucking movie. There was so much crammed in that fucking movie, including a mind wipe spell. Like, but
Yeah.
I get what you mean. That was like a very Peter Parker moment for sure. That he chooses to like. Not do this, like he's sacrificing himself basically, so that was cool. You know what I like, and I didn't know I liked this so much. Again, like with back we discussed these things a lot, and there's like a thing with Spider-Man where like he is the most popular superhero basically, but he's an underdog, and like he's technically not that strong, but everyone loves him, and the comic rule says, the plot armor says, like if everyone loves you like Batman, like you can't really lose. And then he keeps getting pushed into like, okay, we have this like mega saga regarding like Galactus and Celestials and Eternals and like cosmic entities. What would make this comic book sell? Spider-Man. And then like Spider-Man keeps ending up having like a bigger and bigger and bigger role in this like insane cosmic universe because of the web of time and because of Madame Web, and like it's the fucking destiny. Peter Parker was like born to be Spider-Man and all of that, and there's like things in that I like because I see myself as like a kid. arguing why like Charizard could have actually beaten Mewtwo if Mewtwo didn't have fucking water. You know, in the first Pokemon movie, Charizard like dives Mewtwo and Mewtwo raises water from the ground. And as a kid, I was like, if there was a fucking water, you would have won. So I like that like there's like this mythological story underneath of like how Spider Sense works and like what it actually means for the universe and all of that. So Peter Parker doesn't have this just like random jumping around skill, but it's actually something more. But I also hate the fact that like he works. I don't hate the fact like I like that he works way better as like a like you said down on his luck, small time like you know street level guy. And what like landed so well with me because I like both of these things and I never knew like the right answer was what they did in Miles Morales. And like people keep shit talking the second movie because it was too much, because it was this, because it was that, the first one was way better or whatever. But man, the second movie revealing that there is this like grand Spider-Man thing and Miles was never supposed to be Spider-Man. And I'm like, you did it. Mwah! Like, you kept the underdog and you kept the fucking cosmic, like, mega thing. And I love that, like, he's this guy who was never supposed to have this thing. Like, it's a huge problem that it's him that who has this thing. And it's not like, you were meant for this, man. Like, you were always gonna be this and something like that. It's just... I love that so much, man. I think it's a great movie.
But when you mentioned Miles Morales, the only thing I remembered is Insomniac 2 cannot write Miles Morales right.
Yeah.
You want to know why? Like, Spider-Man is fighting and dying for his life. Where's Miles? He's asking out a girl that he was too afraid to approach. Right? What was it? Rhino throws Spider-Man.
He
like,
dodges.
He dodges instead of grabbing his mentor. And that's not only once, but twice it's happened.
In Spider-Man 2, I don't think they managed to get Miles to where he needed to be. You know, like I get what they're doing.
Weirdly written.
I get that like that had to be the story where like Peter gets pulled out of it, which I think is gonna be obviously a superior Spider-Man story coming up with Doc Ock, clearly in the third one. So you're gonna have to, like, Miles is gonna have to be like the proper hero or whatever. But I think they could have done like so much more. They like teased so much stuff with Peter not really being himself and like Miles being able to see the difference. But then it's like, oh yeah, by the way, there's this girl. And like my mom is having like an election thing, and I'm just like, man, like, oh my god, I don't want to be rude, but I do not fucking care. Who gives a fuck?
100%.
Like Pete has the fucking symbiote, and like he's like acting weird, and like it's nothing like him at all. And like I think they built their bond of like a relationship across the other few games and like the book and stuff. Like, and then I don't fucking care that someone stole fucking a music instrument that means so much for the black community. It's man, I just like, can we just go back to like, and same thing with Mary Jane. Jesus fucking Christ, like I don't like,
the only good Mary Jane level was specifically when Peter was chasing her.
Yeah, but then that turns out into being like she isn't that the same level where she gets the taser thing? Oh no. That in that one you just run around, right? You don't have the taser.
You're just running, you're running and hiding from Peter.
Yeah, and that was great. And that was like a trailer thing, I think. They definitely did that for the trailer.
Yeah, no.
It was great.
I agree. Peter wasn't even that good, incompetent, and annoying in that game, but also his power level was severely decreased.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
it's, man, I like this continuity shit is tough. You know, we were talking about like the comic book stuff earlier too. Like the more you try to keep it consistent, the more like stuff starts to break around it.
Like it is important, yeah, but I really don't think it's it's like I don't think that's the major issue, right? Like it's the people writing it, right? Like the people writing it sometimes, because like, you know, like you can see it in Concord, Avowed, all that kind of stuff. Like people put the political message over the actual story. Like for example, right? Like one of the best examples I use is Arcane, right?
Mhm.
Look, most of that like the characters in like the main characters in that are women.
Yeah.
I don't care about it.
It's
I
not just
love it.
women. Most
It's
of
more
them are
rich.
also like gay, and
Exactly.
it's
Exactly, but it's like that's not the issue. It's like I mean that's not the focus, right? It's they're such a good character and they just so happen to be a
yeah.
woman. Just so
I
happen to be
I
gay.
would say the exact same thing to to a huge public outcry about this, but Last of Us 2 was fucking amazing.
I
and
loved it. I
and
loved it,
it was
especially Abby.
exactly it was exactly what you said. Like, was it woke? Yes, Last of Us 2 is like crazy woke, but who gives a fuck? It was an amazing story. And
It was.
like, this is something that I used to talk with Juba about. Like, Last of Us 2 is literally one of those things that are like made to be a game. The fact that it's interactive is able to make you feel something different that you can't get it out of a game,
Yeah.
out of a movie.
Exactly.
When the Last of
Especially
Us
with
2,
you being the one to kill
yes,
Joel. I think yeah, they forced you to. The
yeah,
same thing happened at the end of Metal Gear Solid when they forced you to pull the trigger.
hmm
If you know what I'm saying.
I don't know, I never like gotten into that series, but yeah, I can imagine if you probably like killing someone that you don't want to kill and you have to, otherwise the game doesn't
Exactly.
continue.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but it's
That's
like
one of
it it knew all these things. Like, it wasn't a thing that like randomly happened in Last of Us. Like, because there's that scene where she almost kills the pregnant girl, but she doesn't know
Mhm.
she's
Yeah.
pregnant. And like, you as the audience is terrified at that moment because like you've been through this, and sometimes like she does it, and you have to do that, and you're like wishing she doesn't do it, and it's not the same as you watch a fucking movie. It doesn't
Yeah.
hit it like that. It's really interesting way of like storytelling. It's such an amazing game,
You
and
want to know?
it's remembered as the fucking woke bullshit. Like, I couldn't care less.
You want to know my favorite moment in that game that I think is under talked about? It's the bridge scene when Tommy is shooting at Abby and one of the people that she's with, and then you don't know it's Tommy until you get up close, and then when Abby like attacks Tommy, and then like
Oh
you're
yeah,
terrified that she's gonna kill Tommy, but also you're terrified that he's gonna kill her.
yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah,
That's
the
like
fucking transition of like your opinion of Abby was so cool. Like, yeah. So
also, by the way, I
there's a
like
lot of
Abby
chats, by the way.
significantly more. Oh, my
Well,
bad.
I think I'm gonna read through the challenge, but I still like Ellie more, because even though she was a complete monster in that game, like, I still understood, like, they managed to tell her wrong side so well.
Oh, 100%. I just want to mention the ending where she loses her finger that plays guitar is
Yeah,
so
fucking
beautifully
so
done.
powerful. But I just
It
saw
was
Jade
great.
saying like, you guys are spoiling all the games, I haven't played it. I was
Brother,
gonna
the game
read
has
that.
been
Then
out
you
for
said the
years.
finger thing.
No, the game has been out for years. It's on you that you haven't played it. I'm
Yeah.
leaving it at that.
Okay, Pranav says, okay, let me go to back, says, am I missing do tomorrow the best of, okay, I read this. Peter wasn't even good in that game. Yes, I read this. Counterpoint, I liked Miles' story more than Pete, maybe because I just don't like symbiote. What? You don't like symbiote? What the fuck? Oh my god. I'm gonna assume that you're more familiar with the fucking Venom movie, and that's why you never resonated with the symbiote. We'll let that pass for now. But Pete ignoring Miles gives a reason for Miles to be more of a people's Spider-Man. Well, but they knew each other too well, so I can't really justify Miles. Like, it's like my sister is being a dick to me. So cool, I don't give a fuck about my sister now. Like, I would never do that. So I don't like, I want to feel Miles and Peter are like that close. Last of Us 2 was incredible. It wasn't even woke. They added nothing that game that wasn't in Last of Us 1. Yeah. Also, the scale of that game was so. I mean, I think they shined way more of a light on some stuff back, but I don't care. It was an amazing game. Also, the scale of that game was so huge, and now they're adding Cinnamon. I don't know how they're gonna handle. I think that's gonna fuck it up, dude. Like, I don't like see. I don't know. Like, Marvel does this a lot too, and I don't get who wants this. I think it's James Gunn's fault, honestly, because on paper, Guardians of the Galaxy 1 should have failed. That movie should have flopped. That movie was supposed to be horrible, but it wasn't. And I think because of that, now we have to introduce all these fucking obscure characters that no one knows and gives a fuck about in fucking everything. And this is what like MCU keeps doing. They keep pumping out all these like fucking characters in Disney Plus, and it's like, why do you have Marvel fans? Because of Spider-Man, because of Iron Man, because of fucking Avengers, because of the villains. You know what you guys need? The fucking Echo. Really? We need Echo? You think we want Echo? What about us tells like give us Echo? And
Real quick, before you move on from the shows, how are you feeling about Daredevil coming out in a few days? Are you excited for it? Or are you are you afraid?
let me finish this chat and I'll get to that.
Okay.
Can't wait for the same demographic to start hating on S2. What's S2? Season 2 of the show. Yeah, I genuinely don't think that if Last of Us gets to the point of like the end of the second game, I don't think it's gonna hit me the same way, which is like very common. I feel like for all these like medias, if you read the book, you're never gonna love the movie as much, kind of thing. And gatekeeping, Theolus, the Last of Us community is something. Every single thing in that game made sense and was part of the story. Nothing felt shoehorned in. So I'm baffled to see so many people think that it's woke. It is woke, but I don't think that's a bad thing. You know, it's like
It doesn't focus on the political message, basically.
yeah. I think like the meaning of woke like changed. It used to mean that like something else. Now it's just like normal. You know, I don't know how to explain it. It's I think like we need a different word for these shitty movies that are made to push an agenda rather than, and they have like zero interest in telling a cool story. They just want to cash in because they're like supporting a cause, and if you don't like that cause, then you're a fucking asshole. So now you have to like this movie. That needs to be it's a bad movies with an agenda needs to be the name of that, and Bulk is just like regular. Spoiled all the games I haven't played it, but also that moment between Miles and Lee is one of the best moments of the game when they're inside Peter's mind to cure him. All right, I'm not a
I
huge
disagree
fan.
with that one.
I'm not a huge fan of going into people's minds thing. I don't know. It never like hit me the same way in these things. Hi Biku. If the extra characters make the story better, add them. But adding characters just to add them is stupid. Guardians of the Galaxy had so much heart and good interactions between the characters. That is true. And I think there was like freedom and creativity in that movie. And they just don't seem to understand that's why that movie is great. And they just got this movie is great because now we have all these other franchises that's gonna make shit ton of money. So why don't we make 85,000 more of those? I think because it was so obscure, they really let James Gunn like go with it. James Gunn wasn't a complete unknown, but he was nowhere near this well
Didn't have
known.
any, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
he also he didn't have any experience with superhero movies either.
yeah,
Right?
but I mean he had done some like big things. Like he did the Cabin in the Woods, and he did that thing with like a weird slime thing, and he's in the correct network. Like I think he was one of those guys who was like definitely eventually gonna blow up because he, like his friends group is all like famous actors, famous directors. They have like relationships that's going past for years. But yeah, but I feel like Taika Waititi, for example, didn't get the same freedom in Thor Ragnarok, and that was still a movie that was like mostly being like manhandled by Marvel what it needs to be. And then in the second movie, I think they let him free. And
Yeah, but then that kind of ruined the entire
yes,
movie. Like,
yeah, I agree.
that movie was
So not
bad.
not everyone's James Gunn, basically. That's some people maybe need a little bit like hand holding. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
But that's
yeah,
another thing though. Like, I think Taika Waititi is great in what he does, and what he does is like improvisational, absurd, wacky
comedy.
comedy.
Yeah.
You know, and when
But
he
he
does
also
that,
does
it's great.
drama real good. With drama, like Reservation Dogs, Jojo Rabbit, What We Do in the Shadows.
I've seen what we
All
do in the
great
shadows.
movies.
Where's the drama in what we do in the
Oh, there's
shadows,
no
man?
drama in that one, but that's hilarious.
Yeah, it's
But
great.
like Reservation Dogs, have you gotten a chance to check that out? I would
No.
highly suggest it. It's a really good movie. It follows four kids just going through life who live on a Native American reserve.
Oh, it's a TV series. I started watching
Yeah,
that actually.
yeah, it's so good and it has so much heart. So like Taika Waititi has it,
Hmm.
but it's like I think personally I think that he pushed Thor: Love and Thunder as a fuck you to Marvel. I don't think he took that one seriously at all. And like
Yeah,
Chris Hemsworth even came out and he's like, I apologize for that movie.
really he said that.
I think so.
Oh.
Like if I'm not remembering wrong, but I do think he did that.
Yeah, that one felt like Morbius, and Morbius, I always explain that movie as the movie where the writers are like, "Who gives a fuck?" It's one of those dumb superhero movies that no one likes anyway, and it's. I mean, I think it's. I'm kind of happy, in a weird way, because like they took something that was ours, that was like very nerdy, and then they made it mainstream. And now, because it's mainstream, now everyone's hating it, and I feel like, well, we're back to '90s, guys. Bunch of us like superheroes, and the rest of the world thinks it's dumb. All right, status quo has been reset. The planet Earth had a reboot, and now we're like episode 1.
Oh yeah.
Nerd who gets bullied likes superhero movies. Everyone thinks it's dumb. We're back.
But you know something? I just want a movie let's go back to Spider-Man for a quick second.
Okay.
I want a movie
I think I broke
that
the
just.
chat, by the way, but sorry, go on.
Oh no, it's all good. No, the chat. Nothing has moved. I think.
It was just like lit up green. I just reset it. Let me just spam some chats here to see if it's gonna. Yeah, okay, pops. Alright, cool.
Yeah, I see
No
it.
worries.
Um, but like talking about Spider-Man, I just want two things. I want a real Spider-Man story, like a real one. I'm talking about like, listen, the saddest thing is they have the best source material in the world. Go to the comics. Quite simple. Go to the comics. I want to see a good Spider-Man story with dynamic, like Amazing Spider-Man, Lizard. Look, Amazing Spider-Man, in my personal opinion, was like that was my favorite Spider-Man. And honestly, when I think about it, I think more. I think much more fondly about that than the Tobey or the Tom Holland movies. I know that the story isn't good, and when I rewatch it, I'm like, how
The
did I watch this?
the first one you're talking about.
I'm talking about both Amazing
Okay.
Spider-Man 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Like I guarantee you, if I watch it, I'm like, what is the story?
Yeah.
But like, I still remember it much more fondly. So give me that super.
It's the same
like,
for me, man.
superhero.
Like Amazing Spider-Man 2 is amazing. You know, it's fucking. It's so, but it's. You know, like why do I like Spider-Man? You know, like I like Spider-Man with because of like the art of it, and art of it is like this insane dynamism and like these amazing life drawing poses. Basically, it makes you want to like draw it. It makes you gets you like so excited, and it's just so fun. And then it's also, yeah, I was also bullied and stuff like that, but the main part is the art of it, and they got the art of it. And when I say the art of it, I don't mean the writing, I don't mean the directing, but just like the thing that makes Spider-Man cool. They fucking nailed it.
Yeah. And also you can see in the behind the scenes, you can see them like having comic books out, you know, looking at the posing, recreating the posing with the muscles and all that kind of stuff. So
Well, I like having seen how those videos, like making of videos, are made. I have like zero trust in those.
zero trust in them. It's
Because literally what happens is like you finish a show, and then there's like a time between your next show, and they're like, hey, you're gonna be doing some behind the scenes stuff. And you're like, what am I gonna do? It's like, yeah, just open like Amjad's shots and like go to like the first version of it.
Kind of rotate around
Rotate
it
the
a little
camera.
bit, make it up.
Yeah, rotate
Yeah,
around the
so-
camera. I don't know. Go to Pinterest, find like some Spider-Man things. All right, take care, bye.
We do the same thing for YouTube, and some of the
I
people are
can
like
imagine.
hilarious, like especially like those green screen shots where it transitions straight into something else.
Mhm.
Everyone's like, it's so crazy that you were able to merge this with that, and it's like that shot was an after shot. No one merged anything. We just kind of we faded one thing out and one thing in. Simple as that. Or like, you want to know something? One of the funniest things that through my experience on YouTube, and this will be my last story before I head out. I need to go, but
Mhm.
one of my favorite stories is or just the this is semi random, but I just remember this and thought that you'd find it funny. Um, so we put out a video. This is a while back. This was like when I was still kind of newer in my career, and we just did a video that was like something super expensive. I don't remember if it was like I think we customized like 10 iPhones and then gave it out to college students.
Mhm.
And the camera quality was horrible. When I
Mhm.
tell you it was bad, like it was bad. Like the person holding the camera didn't really know what they were doing, and like we didn't pay attention to them, and we didn't know what we were doing. We were actually really nervous to be on campus, just giving out random phones. We didn't want people to stop us or anything like that. So I remember everyone's like, "So you have enough money to afford these phones, but you guys can't film correctly." And then suddenly, without anything, people are like, "Well, that's because they spent all of their budget on the phones." And I'm like, "We didn't even address this. This is crazy. It's ridiculous." Like people were defending us and fighting against other people, and we're like, "What's happening?"
That's
So
great.
like the funniest thing is like the audience will always think what it would just wants to think.
Yeah. I mean,
Even if it's true or not.
I saw a bit of that in. I have like two examples for that. One is that with that like One Piece video, uh, Jails like explained to me what the video is gonna be after we did everything, and I was like, wow, like so like the script is being made afterwards. It's like insane, but then it makes so much sense because a friend of mine went to a reality show once,
Hmm.
and then like she said like they had like a she had like a nice time. She did like it was like on like what if the city girls went to a farm and they had to work in a farm or something like that.
Ah, I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they at some point they told her like, hey, like you're gonna be like let go next week. And she's like, what happened? And they're like, oh, nothing happened. It's just like these two girls fought, so we're gonna like write a story about that. So like you're gonna leave. And she was like, so it's not about like people voting. It's like, no. It's just like we're looking at the
100%.
footage and like we're trying to figure out like what story we can make out of the footage that's already shot. And then she was like, okay. And then she left.
Oh no. Those like yeah, it's especially the emotional reactions that sometimes you can get by just doing that process is a little bit easier, honestly.
Yeah. I think like only way reality TV works is if like everyone you got really wants to be famous. It's like the passion in life to be famous. So then
Yeah.
they can like sit in front of a camera and like someone tells them, "Hey, remember like you said like hi to Amjad that one day? Can you just like make a face about like how you never would have done that?" And he's like, "Yeah, let me just completely lie right now. Here we
No,
go."
100%. Like I got you. All right, let's take a few shots. We'll make two
Of-
dramatic and one extremely angry. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
And talking about extremely angry and dramatic, I just want everyone to know that the Amazon Prime, membership is free and available. If you go into that subscription, that box, and press it, you'll be supporting the stream and SARP. Thank you very much.
800 people just subscribed. Thank you, Amjad. No, thank you though. Like it's cringy when I do it, and I'm not cringy when you do it. So that's great.
No, it's all good. The secret is in your tone. Now you lower your tone just a
you
little
have
bit
to be
to
like
make
a little
people
bit
think
like,
that it's very serious.
oh
Exactly.
wow,
You know,
it's
it's serious. Now,
it's like
now with the
I also
seriousness.
have an OnlyFans. I do, yeah, so.
Someone click that, please, please. Can we get a free Prime membership for Sarp's OnlyFans? Thank you, thank you.
What membership? Free time.
A free Prime membership for that
Okay.
OnlyFans account. Yeah, let's. Actually, you know what? Let's show Sarp how much we want for that OnlyFans. Let's gift five gifted. Anyone? No? Okay.
And there's like one guy just, oh my god, I want a fucking OnlyFans version of Surf, just like like spamming non-stop. Writing on the chat, come on guys. Oh,
we
fuck,
got-
someone did it.
Oh
Back
my
did
God.
it. Of course, back. Who did it? Yeah, back did it. The
There
timing
you
of
go.
that was
Alright,
perfect.
That's OnlyFans coming out real soon. Thank you very much.
Oh my god, I just had like an amazing idea. It's my second amazing idea today. I had another idea that I forgot to write it down. Oh my god, before I started the stream, I had like this amazing idea. Why? What was the idea? I was coming to the desk. Oh, wait, hold on. Well, I'm gonna forget the other idea, trying to think of this idea. I should open an OnlyFans account and like link it, and it will be all the videos like animator gets fucked by the industry, animator is like double teamed by the current state of the VFX industry. It's like
You have a picture of you on a couch looking scared and like, you know, face of like, you know,
yeah,
Technicolor just appearing there.
AI double teams animator.
But this was hilarious and great. But I do need to head out. Thank you,
Alright,
Sarp.
dude.
That was such a wonderful conversation.
Yeah.
To everyone in chat, thank you. And I see all of your guys as subs, which you know, I'm surprised it's happened while I was talking. You know.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for
But
that.
you know, one final and last comment that I do want to say is that Prime membership is free and
Oh my
available
God,
for all
fucking
people who
okay.
check that box. Alright, take care, everyone. Bye bye.
Alright, take care, dude. See you.
Bye.
Oh wow! Berk got a subscriber gift box thingy. Animator handles multiple keyframes at once. I had another idea today and I was thinking like that's a great idea, and then I immediately forgot. I wanted to write it down but I had to start the stream. Alright, I think I'm not finishing this today for sure, so I'm gonna call it here, guys. Alright, thank you for coming to the stream. I also need to go to the bathroom before I pee myself. But yeah, thanks again, guys. Thanks for all the subs. Thank you for everything. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Bye.